What's up, guys? What
Yeah.
up? What up? I've seen a bunch of people already here, but we're just kind of talking, not taking it like too serious right now. But okay, so what were you just telling me? Okay, so the genetic testing
Okay,
or something, or
Blakers. Hold up. Live feed, Blakers, Edens, Kike.
yeah,
Uh,
guys.
what up, everybody? We appreciate y'all for
Yeah,
coming.
yeah, we're kind of hopping on my stream tonight.
Yeah.
Just kind of talking, nothing, no agenda really. So if any of you guys want to hop on, I think the link's in the chat. I'm pretty sure. So
You posted it?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
You guys are still here. Nice.
All right. So, genetic testing is what we were talking about.
Yeah, like it coming back, what, negative when it's positive or something?
No. All right. So, if you get results that say your animal is het for piebald,
Yeah.
has anybody had any issues trying to prove out that it actually is het? Because I've heard where it's like, oh well, I know
Oh, I
the
see.
animal is het, and the test said it wasn't. But is there any
Yeah.
going the other direction? You know?
Gotcha. So you get a positive result back, but you're never actually making those hats. You're
Right.
not making
You
the
get a positive
visuals.
result and then never make the actual like it doesn't actually pass down. That's
Huh.
I'm wondering if anybody's had those results because I've heard
That's a
of
good
the other
question.
results.
Huh.
But I feel like because genetic testing is important in that aspect, if they say that it's het, then it's for sure het, you know? Like that's one of the big questions.
Oh my God, Solo's funny. She's like, I feel like I'm watching the same thing as last night. But dude, like I don't know, man. Like it works. Like I think last night we went on for like 5+ hours because like we were on Cole's for a couple hours, and we went to yours.
Well, on
So
mine we went for 4 hours.
yeah, 4 some hours, yeah,
Yeah, I was on calls for like 2 at least before then, so I'm
yeah.
out here, guys. You know.
But dude, yeah, I kind of wish Ken would come on too. But dude, I freaking love you guys, man. Like you
And he's
guys.
sleeping all the time. He falls asleep early now. I don't
Oh,
know.
is he really?
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Chris? If you feel like coming on to bullshit with us, feel free to tap that link. We're just hanging out. But dude, it's nice to be able to find people that you can just kind of like vibe with and stuff, because it's
Yeah,
like
for sure.
we never technically met, but it would be the same as if we did, like being in the
Mm-hmm.
same room, like yeah, it's like I'm not
Yeah,
trying to
like I feel
be
like I
any
know you.
different. Yeah,
I feel like I
it's
know you.
weird, bro. It's like a weird feeling because I haven't known you that long. Like I remember whenever I asked you and Ken to be on my show, I had seen your show like maybe once or twice or something, and I like knew about you guys, but I knew you guys were like really trying to like do something, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so I asked you guys on it, bro. Like I was a little bit nervous because I'm like, crap, I don't know these guys. Plus, you were the first like double guest that I had on, like as far as like a
Yeah.
pair, and I wasn't sure how that was going to go because I think I even mentioned it to you before. I was like, oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna like interrupt you guys, or if you guys are gonna have a good flow or this or that. Um, but same with like Chris and Levi too. It's like I never know how they're gonna go, but the fact that you guys already have your own shows together like
Right.
makes it
Right.
so much easier because you guys already vibe
Exactly.
off each other and like kind of
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's yeah, it's pretty cool, man. And I keep thinking about it. I'm like, man, like I need to find like if I had to, it would be nice to find a really good co-host that like wants to dedicate their time to my channel. Um, and I've been thinking about it, but
It's tough,
I don't
man.
know. I don't
Even
know.
Ken and I, like we share the time. 2 weeks
Yeah.
is on my channel, 2 weeks is on his channel.
Yeah.
So I mean, and the thing is after the show, we go live on the opposite person's channel as like a late night after show thing. Because
Oh,
usually,
so you each get a show in that same night, basically?
yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
The one is like the late night, just BSing on here with everybody. The other one is more like directed towards an agenda. But yeah, I mean, I love going live and stuff, and the community is just super awesome. Not just the reptile community, but the YouTube community as well. Because I know that there's quite a bit of people that I follow, and they follow me as well. They have really no reptiles or interest in reptiles. They're just like, oh, you're a cool dude. I'm like, that's weird. Like to me, that's weird. I'm like, oh, sorry, guys.
For sure. Like, yeah, it's interesting.
I don't know. It's just weird to see like people that are interested in something that you're doing, even though they really aren't interested in the thing itself.
Yeah.
They're more interested in watching your journey, which is, I mean, that's an interesting aspect to look at. I just never really thought about it beforehand until it started happening.
Oh, Chris ain't smurfed. I'm gonna have to. Crap, I don't think I can do that from here. I don't know. I try to get everybody. Hey Shelby, what's up? Hey Solo, Geo's up in here, Shelby. But yeah, man, like it's really interesting because I know like Cole, he's got his channel, and to be honest, like I don't really care about like I'm not into like cars or racing. He's got some people that kind of have their own sort of wacky little podcasts, and but I'll follow them. I'll go see what they're up to on their lives every now and then. But it's interesting because those guys will still like come and check me out or check you out just because like we're hopping on the same channels, and like we're probably all way different people, but
yeah. I mean, I grew up around cars, man. So like all those car guys in there and stuff, like I vibe right away with those dudes. But it is weird, like to see that here's a good one. How so many people that have the same interest actually usually have more than one interest together. It's like, oh, somebody that likes snakes also likes, cars or motorcycles or drones or RC cars or and like all of a sudden I'm vibing with them, like, yeah, or they blaze, I mean, that just being alone, you're like, all right, cool, good vibes,
For sure. I think everybody's got something they got in common with most everybody, even if it's only like one thing, you know what I mean? Like,
right, but
there's something we can all connect to.
Right, you know how it's like that, like you'll usually find somebody that like, oh, I can find something in common with this person, but what I've been finding on YouTube is that I find people that have multiple things in common. And I'm like, oh, dude, that's weird. Like that's awesome. So I don't know. That's super good for me.
Kike's interested in snakes and women. Me too, man. Me too, man. I'm not into the whole car thing too much. I really wish I was, dude. It's like, I know there's nice cars, but like for me to care enough to want to learn about them and get into it, like let's say like I am with ball pythons, it's just so hard for me. I can appreciate a good car, but I won't know anything about it.
Like cars is almost like a lifestyle, man. Like you're born and raised around it and stuff. It's very, very rarely do you see someone that wasn't around cars gets into cars and then thrive. Usually they'll be building towards something and then their kids will thrive. It's kind of weird because, dude, it'll take a lifetime of learning about cars, and
oh my goodness,
you'll never be there, like an entire lifetime, and you're still never everything. There's always something you don't know about.
Yeah, and like I don't think I had my first car. I probably didn't get my first car until I was like 19, bro. Like my parents didn't let me have a car in high school. They weren't helping me out with that. No sweet 16 car, nothing like that. So, man, I had to take the bus my whole life, and like they had like auto shop class in high school. I just never elected to do it, and but I kind of wish I had. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Like I was into music and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I don't got no drinks. Sorry, guys.
Man, I am very thirsty. Actually, I will be right back. Entertain our guests, my friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. So everybody here, I think most of you guys might have caught the show tonight with Jeremy. Um, I hope that you guys liked it. I'm definitely trying some new things with it. Um, yeah, I tried like that pass or gas thing. Luke, what's up, man? There's a link if you want to hop on. Um, yeah, scroll to the way top. Eric, you can come on too, man. Yeah, I seem to only learn about cars when things go wrong. You know, like having to figure it out the hard way. Cause man, I just yeah, I couldn't tell you what any of those freaking parts do, man. Yeah, I sound so uneducated on that stuff. But
I'm back.
yeah. Actually, I got a cup of water too over here. I need to get
Got
some
a
water.
Miller 64. Oh, there we go. And Gatorade. And drink this Gatorade.
Oh, I need Gatorade. Gatorade's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get way too dehydrated. Like, I just do not drink enough water or liquids or anything. But I feel it. I feel so like, especially in the
I feel
morning.
like
I'll
I'm
wake up.
always dehydrated, bro. Like, even when I'm chugging water all the time.
Yeah, man. Yep.
My body goes through it, bro.
Man, ain't nobody want to hop on. That's all right.
Ah, there you go. I see Luke. Luke's going to come on.
Yeah.
Eric, you working or are you home?
Yeah, man. 10
Nice.
people. This is like what I was sitting at on my live. But I also think, too, it sucks so much because, like,
Bro,
I was
I've
doing
been telling you, dude. Hey, you
No, I know.
gotta
We
start
talked
an
about
hour
it.
earlier.
I know we talked about it, but I want to explain to everybody else too.
Okay.
So I got my live. Celtic Balls has her live. Then MJ's got his live after mine. Eric Sean, excuse me, bullshit Sean had started live today the exact same time I did. Then you got like Iron Dog, and then bro, and then
Monday's
oh
a
my
busy night,
god,
bro. You gotta go an hour earlier.
I had no idea. Honestly, when I started all this, like I did not know there was going to be so many people because I thought Mondays were fairly open, and I don't know. Maybe it's more people are. I mean, they're the same people who've been doing podcasts, but it's like every night of the week is filled up. Like pretty much every night. I can't think of one night where there's not something major going on. Yeah. Yep. I don't. Yeah, that stuff loses me. I'll get like so I got my catalytic converter stolen. And bro, I don't know what the heck that does. I just know my car's really loud.
Dang, Eric's feeling sick. Hope you feel better, buddy.
Dang, yeah, bro.
And after the shower, get dressed and then come on.
Yeah, man. Like I said, we'll probably chances are we'll be here for a really long time tonight. Like if it was anything like last night, and I don't know. I don't know what your schedule is, but I don't know.
My schedule is this, bro. This is like I don't know. And you know what's funny about lives, man, is they are addictive.
What's up, dude?
What up? If you guys haven't like done a live stream, man, after your first one, you're gonna be like, ooh, I don't know. But after a few, you're like, as soon as you're done on a live, you're like, oh, let's go back on. There's something else I want to say, you know, or let me change subjects and I'll come back on. And
I get so like if I'm not doing YouTube or watching videos, I get so bored, man. Like, cause I don't really play video games. You know, like I was thinking about starting up some Skyrim tonight, but I'm like, bro, I just feel I would rather be involved in this community and kind of like supporting other people or doing this, with my own stuff. Like, but then if no one's doing a live, I feel so bored.
Yeah. Bro, I was just thinking about bringing that TV out here, hooking up the Xbox, and like, I don't know, playing something. But Man, then I got the damn big ass TV in the rat shed. I don't know. Oh, sorry.
Hey, there's a link there, and if you want to come on, you can definitely click it. Anybody who's here, we're just hanging out, man. We'll probably be here for a while, to be honest. But yeah, I get way too bored, and it's because I mean, I don't have I'm not paying for cable or anything. Maybe my roommate is. I don't know. I don't think she is because I think it's just like Samsung TV channels. I don't know. And it's just boring. But I remember a couple weeks ago, I was just watching Bob Ross. I just had the Bob Ross channel on all day. That was actually kind of entertaining. He's a cool dude. I wish they had a Steve Irwin channel, just show all the Steve Irwin stuff. That'd be pretty dope.
Hey, well, Bosa said there was 4 lives at the same time. What 4 were they? I know yours and Celtic was the same time.
And then Bullshit Sean had his at the exact same time.
I don't know.
And then MJ. I bet those are the 4 he's talking about. And then
yeah, MJ was a little after that.
Yeah. But yeah, and then Mike was on his show, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. Hey, I don't know. I mean, I try to not talk too much about other people. All I'm gonna say is that, man, I can see a major improvement in trap talk.
Derek. Oh, I forgot. Derek had Mitzi, or not Mitzi. Miri. Is that how you say her name? I forget how you say her name. Yeah, Derek had his show, and his was over by the time I finished because I was checking that out.
Dude, I was scrolling looking for all the lives.
Miri. Yeah, Miri. Yeah.
I swear.
Yeah, that's what.
Trying to find it, but hey, so honestly, since that whole thing and Ray coming on his show and I have seen a genuine change in that man.
Yeah,
in MJ.
I hope so. I think
it's a positive thing because dude, it was positive tonight. I vibed. I was like, that was cool.
That was really cool. Well, I think also too, it's got to be an eye opener when you realize the whole community is talking about you for good or for bad. If you hear your name through all these other channels, that's gotta all right, either I'm doing something right or I'm doing something wrong. You know what I mean? And I think everybody wants to be.
Yeah, and I don't want to be one of those guys calling out people whenever they're not doing something right because it's man, sometimes that decision's a little more blurry than we think it would be.
Yeah, and I honestly I'll still go to MJ's lives and I'll support. I'll still support him and
not gonna lie.
I think, what's up, Mike? Dude, congrats on the interview tonight.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, bro.
Hey, what up, Mike?
Yeah, we were just talking about you.
Badass interview.
Yeah, man, killed it. But yeah, I think everybody wants to be, on their A game. Everybody wants to improve. And I think people know if they make mistakes, that, you got to correct them or whatever, this or that. So I always like to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, to give them a second chance and to really try to understand where they're coming from on their perspective. What's up, Morbid? Yeah. For anybody that's in here, we got 11 people.
Hey, if anybody want to join, see if you see the link. If not, John, get back on there, drop another link for him.
Maybe I can. Oh yeah, I can't.
Just pause your camera, and hit your 3 dots, and you'll
So I have to go off cam.
I got it.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. I sent it. I think it went out there, didn't it? I don't know.
No, you just sent that to me.
Oh, for real? Oops.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm still learning all this.
This is StreamYard chat.
Oops.
All right, I'll go and do it. I'll go do it.
And yeah, hell yeah, guys. Make sure everybody here is supporting everybody. Nothing but good people in this chat. So make sure you hit up Mike's YouTube and Instagram. I'm sure you guys are. Like, how are you not? I honestly, I did not think this many people would come out to the show, but I don't think anybody's. I don't know. Maybe Dorothy and Sherry are still doing like a little show, but honestly, I think everybody would come out. To be honest, like I'm definitely gonna try to do this more often because I've been wanting to add like another show or something to my channel, but um, I don't know if I don't know. I've been trying to figure out the logistics, but sometimes it's nice to just come on and hang out. You know, what's up, Cole? Oh, where is it? Yeah, like 9 something something. Yeah, man. And Kike, dude, like, I mean, everybody knows this guy, but dude, I think, yeah, you've been going, like, honestly, ever since I heard about you, like, a year and a half ago, I remember, like, we were sort of shouting out each other's pages on Instagram and stuff. And, dude, like, I was doing really good with Instagram probably about like a year and a half ago. Like I remember hitting 1,000 subscribers super quick, and yeah, hitting 1,000 subscribers super quick. And then like I just got busy. Like Vosa, like you've been sprinting the whole time, like literally just like shouting people out every day, sharing stories. Like I try, guys. Like if I know you guys got a live or something, I'll try to share it. But man, like I'm not, I don't know, man. I just get like lazy or something or um okay, I'm sending it, Shane. There you go.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah, I saw I had some sort of notification. He is the platinum standard when it comes to support. Yeah. Like I just consider Bosa the ambassador. Like if I say, oh yeah, the ambassador, like I'm just talking about him. Like there's so many. Everybody here is a super supporter of everybody else, but I don't think anybody puts as much work into it as he does, to be honest. So we appreciate you, and if you guys can make sure to hit that sub and that, well, you guys are probably all subbed, but hit the notification bell on his live too. I think, yeah, I got your flyer out. It's February 13th. So make sure you guys hit that up. Damn, the show's doing better than my last one as far as like people. But that's all right. Like I love doing the Monday shows. I love really, yeah, trying to talk to people. I'm trying to learn something new every week and trying to, who's up in here? Oh, so I can cut you out of this one. No, you're good. You're good.
I don't know what's going on here.
How do I
don't know, but I did end up dropping the link, so there you guys go. Come hop on. Yeah.
Okay.
What up, Cole? Solo?
Oh, Mike, I still got that up.
905, what up?
Oh, it's 905 in here? Dang. Oh, yeah. Duh. What up? What up?
So what's going on, everybody? Man, I gotta say, it was like, yeah, so like I was saying, I felt a real positive vibe. Like, it's definitely been a change in dude since he had that interview with Ray. And it was, I thought it was an awesome interview with Mike today. So
I do apologize. Is just because I had my live and everything, like I definitely missed most of it. But I tried to catch the end there, for sure. But man, like it's cool to be able to see like all of our friends be able to go on his podcast or other people's podcasts because like yeah, with like MJ, like he's he's got the subs, he's got the followers.
Platform. Yeah,
man. And so
it's awesome.
Like I don't think
And
MJ
I
is
really
gonna like
think it's
ask me.
positive vibes, you know.
Yeah, I don't think MJ is gonna like necessarily ask me anytime soon. Um, and you know some stuff we talked about behind the scenes, but like
Yeah,
I
hit that
think
like button.
I I think that like if you were to ask me, I don't, dude, I don't know. I
Hey,
mean,
he
I guess
asked
you
me, I'm
can't
saying,
turn it
hell yeah,
down.
bro. He asked me, I'm on it, bro. I am on that
Yeah,
show.
I mean
That's
that's
it.
such a
Here's the
spotlight and such
tenacity, though,
a
bro. I ain't even got nothing going on. I'm
yeah.
definitely not Mike from Hurt Collectors. You
Yeah, no,
know, like
exactly. It's like I don't have like I feel like I don't have like a lot to offer, and that's why I'm doing my show to be able to get people that are further along, you know, as guests and things like that.
I'll get
But
there though. I ain't worried. I'll get there. I'll get there. I mean,
yeah,
you know. Well, I may not ever catch other people, but you know, I'm a build up my lane, so it'll be cool.
yeah, yeah.
Not saying nothing against anybody else. I
No,
appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys are the best. I'm just like, hey man, I'm trying to grow too. You know,
yeah, yeah. I think
it's,
it'd be
I'm not ready
stupid to
yet
turn
bro,
down
to
an
go on
opportunity
there.
like that.
Actually, I'd still go on there. I'd go on there. I'd fill up that. I'd try to fill up that hour with stuff.
Yeah.
I got some interesting facts about myself.
But honestly, like I learned something new every time because like you know, he's been doing it for a while, and I think that he's really sort of developed his skills as far as like interviewing goes. And I mean,
Oh,
basically, like
dude, he's real
he would
good
be
at it
like
for sure.
he would be like a radio DJ or something, you know, where you could like you don't have to see anything, you know what I mean? You could just like listen to him and get some good information out of it and the guests, and that's what I like about that show for sure.
What y'all into? Uh, like other than snakes, for example, um, John. I'm. Hold on. Let me put my camera on for this. John over here. He don't know about the MCU.
The what? Sorry, what
The
up?
MCU,
MCU.
The Marvel comic universe.
Oh, come on, we're gonna hit that again, bro.
Man.
It makes sense. I mean, I honestly haven't seen very many movies in the last like 5 years or something. Plus, like my attention span for movies like is so low. Like I think it's the way we're getting conditioned and trained with like TikTok and Instagram and like YouTube Shorts, and it's like my attention span will
Well,
not sit through a 2.5 hour movie anymore. I don't know. Like I could if I'm
I
like
mean,
really into it. I'll watch a Lord of the Rings movie like for 3-4 hours. You know what I mean?
bro,
Uh,
sometimes I'll be on a live stream for like 6 hours talking to people, and like we got guests in there the whole time. But I do think that being able to talk and like get responses from people while they're doing this stuff that helps.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, I built my incubator for the most part today.
Oh yeah, nice, dude. That's good. I still have to do
Yeah.
that. Oh, I don't think I said this even last night, but someone was I one of the guys that I worked with at the reptile shop, like he's basically the co-breeder with the owner and everything. He was saying I could just buy an Incu kit, which is like an incubator. It's like it's just a little setup. You know, it comes with like the fan, the I don't know, whatever else is in there, the thermostat and all that good stuff or whatever. But I don't know. I just really need to convert it because I'm not honestly I'm not pairing anything until I do. Just because like my first clutch, you know, I had paired and then just one day like I had eggs and I was like,
All right,
holy
bro.
crap. So it's
You
like I'm
ever
not in a
like
rush either, you know, like I want my pairings to be good because I don't want to be able to I don't want to have to sit on something that I'm not moving.
yeah. You ever
But
go on like other people's like so watching other people's channels and stuff and like getting to know that their collections and stuff and you're just like, man, they
oh
got
yeah,
some fire. You know, like I
for
swear there's
sure.
so many people in this community I watch and I'm just like, dang, y'all got fire, man.
Don't put the
Dang, don't put the
probe on the heat tape.
probe on the heat tape.
I don't know. I thought that's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they said to do.
Yeah, the people I talked
hold
to.
on. The probes for the probes for the heaters are on the heat tape. However, I have another like I got a
Oh, you're
couple
talking
other
about
little probes
for the
for
incubator?
the
Is that what
incubator.
you're saying? That would
Yeah,
make sense because you need the air temperature rather than yeah.
yeah. But so I got the probes on the heat tape, and then I have other probes just for temperature reading in the air, like in the
Mm-hmm.
middle. So
Yeah.
that way, like I can adjust those and they'll stay. You know, I don't know. I just feel like I can be more consistent if I do it that way.
So okay, so I want to say this, kind of going back to what you said like a minute ago, is like looking at other people's collections, getting to know them, and like knowing sort of what projects they're trying to work with based on their animals. And so Mark from 4-3 Fauna next week, he has some fire stuff, man. But I don't know if everybody follows him, to be honest. But like, I feel like every week, or at least every couple weeks, he's got something new. But I know he's working with like Desert Ghost and
Hey,
Krypton and Hypo and
yeah.
like all sorts of. He puts some money into his animals for sure.
Hey, 905. That's what's up. He said, when it's all said and done, he does have valuable experience in a field that you are entering and want to grow in, regardless of opinions. 100%, bro. 100%. Uh, Eric, I do that all the
Oh
time.
yeah. I know what you're talking about for sure.
Bro, yep, you know. I swear, I spend more time probably just like gawking at other people's snakes than I do like looking at my own. You know, like
Dude, yeah, for sure. I'll
that's
just go on
something to
the
say about life. Actually, maybe I should stop doing that. You know, love yours type of thing. I mean, I do love my snakes. I do have. I feel like I got a pretty good collection.
yeah.
But it's small, and I want more.
Yeah.
But I just feel
Yep.
like everyone else too. So I don't know.
Well, you're at the I think you, me, and Ken, we all have like 17 or 18 each or something. Is that right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So we're
Well,
all at
okay.
the pretty
So
much.
I have 17 ball pythons, but
Okay.
18 snakes because I got
Okay.
that boa too.
Yeah. Yeah. So our
Um,
collection's about the same, but it's good to be able to start doing all the stuff that we're doing now rather than
yeah.
trying to get into it once we're already big breeders or whatever. Because like if you're not doing the interviews and if you're not doing social media and this and that, like I bet you it's pretty hard to just start doing that once you have an established collection and
Well,
breeding
yeah.
and
I mean, you know as well as I do that like when you first start, man, it is really nerve wracking. And like, it's so hard to get comfortable on camera. It's ridiculous. I
yeah.
mean, it's just something that you get used to, and you're just like, oh, this is what I do now. You know, like I can flip into the like starting a video mode anytime.
Yeah, man. I remember looking back at like before I did the lives and everything, just looking at YouTube videos that I made, or even before I got into the InquiLIVE thing, like I have like another channel where I did a couple different unboxings of stuff, and my energy was way different. Like you could tell I was nervous, you could tell I didn't know what to do, you could tell like I was
Yeah.
just fumbling around, and it's embarrassing to watch, but that's part of the journey. That's part of yeah, just getting better every day and like improving under crap. And now that I have the show and I have my channel, like I have something to focus on, and I'll get better, But
Honestly, sometimes I wonder if I am getting better, or if I'm just getting worse, or what I'm doing. I do try to put in some work on the interviews, but I
yeah,
guess it's always good to be critical on yourself. So after every interview, I'm always like, man, I should have done this, or I did this wrong or that wrong. Like
yeah,
I'll tell you, man, I am probably the most critical about my own interviews. And like I'll be watching, I cannot rewatch these at all, bro, or I won't want
yeah,
to do them again. So I just gotta let it flow, But like on my actual interviews, like I'm focusing most of the time, but then the nerves get to me, so then I chief, and then I kind of lose focus again. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, for sure. You know, I try to analyze all of my shows, and I don't know, I just like after the show gets done, I think about what did I do right, what did I do wrong. But also another thing too that I got to work on is at least the last 2 or 3 shows, I'll kind of do everything on that day. So today, like I made my introduction video, I made my, wrote down all my questions. I should be doing that more in advance, but like I pretty much start
Yeah.
over every single week, and it kind of
Okay,
sucks because I'm like crunching it down, and then I'll be working hard on my show for that day, 30 minutes until the show, and I'm like, crap. Like I sometimes it seems to work out, but like I want to be a little bit more prepared with it.
I do the exact
What's up,
same
Mike?
thing. I
Hell
do
yeah,
the
bro.
exact same thing. That's too funny.
It's
like stressing all that
yeah.
day. Camera knows, like, if it's Tuesday, she just like she'll leave me alone like most of the day because she knows. I'm like, because obviously first things first, I'm out here doing the rats and all the other animals, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Feeding and changing water and cleaning anything, and then whatever other project I got going on, like recently it's been the incubator.
Yeah.
So I'm already stressing out about doing all that stuff, like right away in the morning. Just
like
trying
usually,
to get, well, I'm not really stressing. That's the shit I want to get done, And then like as soon as I'm done with that, I'm like, all right, let's start researching. I know some things about this person already. Let me get a couple more things, and like I'll put it all together, right? And then Ken is the worst though. Ken will be on there at so our show starts at 8, right? Well, 8 for me. At 7 o'clock, he's on there like, where you at? Where you at? And I'm like, hey man.
Oh wait, like an hour before?
Yeah, and I'll be like, hey man, I'll be texting him like, a half hour before that, like, hey man, I got all these questions lined up. I got everything. We're set, bro. I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna clean up the house real quick, cook some dinner, eat, and then I'll be in there. And like 7 o'clock every time he'd blow me up. Like, where you at? Where you at? But honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way, bro. I'm happy he's excited to do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, yeah, let's do it. So it's cool.
Yeah, I kind of have like
a co-host would help you for sure.
It would definitely be nice. Yeah, I'm really trying to think about it. Like, yeah, I'm really trying to think about like.
You're already. It might be too late for you because you've already started going. You got your show going. You have to now get with somebody that is already also doing a show. Because otherwise, they'll be, because it's different wavelengths. Like when Ken and I did it, our first one was just him and I talking. We didn't have nobody, It's just us doing what we're doing right now, And then it turned into like, hey man, let's bring somebody on, and come on. And then next thing you know, like there's this person and that person and that person, and then we're scheduling like 3 months ahead of time, and it's getting crazy. And I'm like, hey bro, chill out on the scheduling. Don't keep scheduling us too much, because like, what if something crazy pops up, bro?
That's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, that's how I feel. It's like I'm basically dividing my year up into quarters. So do my first 3 months and next 3 months, and if I've already started scheduling in April. I scheduled one guest in April, but I still have like 2 other ones that are willing to come on. They just got to figure out their schedule because it's too far in advance.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, you in here still?
Maybe, I think so.
I mean, let's see. I would like to get Spicy Noodle on. I'd like to get 905 on. We do have Paul from Paula's coming on soon.
Nice.
We got Bosa coming on.
Hell yeah.
Wait, I don't know. I gotta ask Ken. Bosa, you're coming on the show, right?
Oh, someone's up in here. Eric, what's up, dude?
Let me get this fixed up here so I can see.
It goes,
Yeah. Hell
Listen,
yeah. So this is like a first.
let me give you
What
a
up?
piece of advice, right? Don't try to follow what everyone's doing on these shows.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to watch the same shit over and over again.
Of what
That's
show?
what it. Yeah. Just the same
It's nice
show,
that
basically.
you know, it's hard because what we do, most of the questions are going to be the same. There are going to be similarities. So,
Bro, that's what the tough thing is every time I go in, bro, I gotta be trying to sit there and think like, all right, what is going to be some good questions that see, I forgot what day too. I was like, wait, I'll ask Ken. Ken is my scheduling genius. Without Ken, I'd be lost, bro. Dead serious.
Okay.
and then you got to put in the fact of the matter. Your best bet is if somebody in your inner circle of people that you run around with, like we run around with on YouTube or whatnot, is interviewing a guy. I would try to schedule him a little bit further out, give him some time, and try to get somebody else different. Whether you got to pull them off Instagram or whatnot, most people will readily come in and do it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm really happy with the guests we've had so far and the guests we've got lined up. Like we got some awesome guests and we've had some awesome guests. So I'm like, you know, we're doing it. I like how we're doing it. But I agree, like, yeah, it's getting to the point now to where it's like I kind of got to look as to start answering questions. What not to do. All right. What not to do?
Well, let's see. Yeah, I mean,
do not take your ball python outside around your neck in the middle of winter. That is a not to do.
I feel like that's a given, but yeah, maybe some people do that. Honestly.
Or maybe sometimes instead of interviews, do live Q&As.
Oh, hey, Benji wants a link. Can somebody send Benji a link? Benji wants to come on. He just messaged me. Crap, that means I have to send the link. You know what? Let me pull up my tablet. I can send it off my tablet. But
right now, what a lot of people are doing, and like, don't get me wrong, it's great. Everyone's showing support, and that's what we should do. And everyone has different followers. I get it. Everyone has some different followers here and there.
Yeah,
but are we really doing any justice to anybody by interviewing the same people within, you know?
Right. Well, I think that it is important for us to be asking different questions. I think it's not so much of because the people that we're interviewing are cool people. And we do all like them, you know, and yeah, it is all like the same community and stuff, and it does seem like they're getting interviewed often. But at the same time, if you can keep the questions different, you really get to know that person in a different way too. Like that's why sometimes I try to stick away from asking snake questions. You know,
I think it's smart because then you get to know.
Stupid. I'm you know gonna ask you some dumb questions like, oh, $10 million, what you buying? Can't be snakes. You know, like that's a fun question in my mind. Because I'm like, oh,
that's some, no, stop right there. That's some bullshit.
Why?
You give me $10 million, damn well, I'm buying snakes.
No, you can't.
I mean, that's a lot, but I actually have thought about doing that where you're like, all right, you have $10,000 or $20,000. How are you going to start?
And I've done those questions as well. Okay, say you got $5,000. What snakes are you buying? Stuff like that. But you do end up getting more reptile YouTubers asking that kind of question. I've seen a few people ask that question as well. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to keep asking the same questions. So getting away from snakes in there, that's kind of the whole premise of my show, though, in the beginning, was just like to get to know people other than their snakes. Because so many people are being interviewed, we all know what everybody has. Yeah. You know? Like I know what most people got. Eric, I probably know more about your collection than most people, though. I'll tell you that, because I know about, like, when we talk about
about
things,
a
I know
project,
what reacts to you.
You know about project, but like ball pythons aren't. Man, I'm gonna get a lot of grief from all these ball python people now. I'm about to break
Oh man, Eric Stern controversy.
Ball pythons aren't my thing. They're just they sell, and I'm gonna be able to sell them to move them to support my other hobbies.
Well, see, that's the thing is like everybody has multiple hobbies. You know what I mean? So like you can get into other stuff.
The other hobbies. I mean, my other reptiles I like more than ball python.
Oh, gotcha. I see. Sure.
It's just to feed the funds.
He's basically saying like, hey man, I'm in it because I know that this is going to be profitable, and you know, it's simple for me to be able to do since I'm already keeping all these other ones.
And in my opinion, like I tell everybody, I don't give a crap. Well, honestly, I don't care if I made money or not. I'll just keep everything clean.
Yo, what's up,
well,
dude?
I mean, I would think that that's a good thing to at least, you know, have your motivation right. You know, like know what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like if you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this so that I can make the money back. What up, Benji?
Well, no, Paul. It is the bread and butter, but it's just gonna buy me the stuff I like.
Justin's daddy.
The what? I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Paul said nothing wrong with a minute. It ain't the bread and butter. It will be the bread and butter basically, but it's just gonna pay for my other shit.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that, man. I mean, if you want to make, you know, your money to support your other stuff, that's fine. I mean, I honestly think that the moment you start selling, you become a business. And the reason I say that is because if you asked an IRS agent, what are they gonna say? They're gonna say that shit's a business. You made money? Yeah, that's a business.
Yeah, to a certain point, yeah, for sure.
You know, like in my mind,
what happens if you're not really making money though?
Hey, being able to claim the taxes and claim a loss and this and that, that's all a part of the game. But the IRS is still going to put you in the same bracket.
See, but right there, hold on, right there. There's I'm going to get you in like a catch-22. You're wanting to claim losses and this and that because you want it to be a business. I don't give a. I'm not claiming nothing. I'm breeding them. I'm keeping them. Y'all can just look at them up through a window, as far as I'm concerned.
Right. Well, then you're not supporting your other hobbies with it.
Well, they will here and there. Like I got a guy that'll come pick up.
So you are going to sell.
But what you're saying is no. I'm going back to how you were saying it. You're like, well, write-off stuff. I'm not aiming for write-offs. I'm not aiming for deductions. I'm not aiming for this.
No. My whole thing wasn't that. It was that.
No. You can't back that and try to change it now, sir.
Taxes. My whole thing was there's ways of not having to claim or pay the money that you made, but you know you're still like the IRS still wants you to play that game with them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the IRS gets their money out of my fucking work taxes. They didn't get the money out of anything else.
Right.
Hey, if they find out you making money off that other shit, they on you, bro.
They ain't gonna find out now. My name is Raul Sanchez Miguel.
Right.
My name is Benjamin Payne. I live in New Zealand.
Hey, and that's the thing is you can just be like, I don't know. I didn't make no money off of nothing, you know? But I mean, in our minds, like, we know if you're making money, it's the business, and you making money, you always gonna make some money. That's the whole point, right? Like we're gonna make some money, we're gonna spend some money, we're gonna make some money and spend some money. And
hey, Cal, what's up? Thank you for coming out. Appreciate it.
Well, I don't know about making money, but I sure do know about spending money.
Bro, it happened. You're gonna, dude, even if you just sell the same snake you bought. If you hold on to it, the market stays up, you get it fatter, there you go. You got more money for it, you know?
See, here's another thing, too. Like, what people don't realize is stuff like, they're on there like, oh, I got this snake, yeah, it's an adult, this and that. It's so many years old, but what they failed to take in perspective is the fact that depreciation sets in, even with animals as they age. Like your prime market value is probably the first 3 years
Yeah. Oh,
when it
where
comes
was
to
that? Was
breeding.
that? Hey, where did I've seen that before? Where it's talking about like the male is like a year to year and a half. The female is like after the first 3 years they start to depreciate. Like what? I seen a video about that.
I'll make a slow partnership
Was
show
it
3 years
Olympic
of
reptile?
loss.
No,
Oh, sorry.
Are you saying,
Olympic
I don't know, maybe I'm confused, but are you saying the first 3 years is like a loss? Like, I think that's what you're saying.
Yeah, absolutely. You
Yeah.
always because you know, like that's what I was saying was like, hey man, it's absolutely fine to report a loss because all of the money that we invest into these, no, we're not getting our money back. You know, it's going to take years for us to get our money back. But they're also
You can write
going to be
off
like,
those
okay, well, you're a
taxes.
business, and most businesses don't make money in their first 3 years, so it's okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Especially with this, man. Especially if you got to raise stuff up, like you can keep track of like your incubator costs, your rat costs, your snake costs, feeding costs, and I think you can write those off. But yeah, you still might not even be profitable after a couple of years.
I don't want to keep track
So
of their costs or show gains. Okay, for sure. I'll keep that in mind for sure. I was
interesting.
So I was thinking about doing like, because I don't know if I can do it with the racks, but usually whenever you go to claim something, if it's like a big item, you can claim it in portions, like claim like half of it 1 year, half of it the next year, stuff like that. So like buying the racks, incubator, all that stuff, getting all of that stuff on its own, not even the actual animals, just the supplies, I should be able to claim and, you know, keep from worrying about too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting to think about.
I don't know. I made an LLC for my company specifically because I didn't want anybody to steal my name or to try using it. But that's not most people's cases. Like, for example, like Jeremy Warfel that I had on tonight, like no one's going to steal that name or his logo or anything. You know what I mean? Maybe they'll steal his logo or some stupid, but yeah, for me, it was like more of a liability thing, even though I know I'm not making money really, which kind of sucks, but you know.
So where did you go through to get it all done?
So I filed through the government website, through like the Colorado, I don't know, through Colorado website. It's like
I wasn't about to do none of that. I was like,
it might be through the IRS.
LegalZoom will take care of everything? Okay, cool. How much is it? A stack?
I think the file an LLC you got to do through your state.
Huh?
Yeah. I did it through my state. Yeah. And it might be the IRS. I don't know. I remember after I signed up, I got, you know, you start getting like business mail or whatever, and they have this thing that they send you that tells you to order like the OSHA chart or something like that for like $50. They're like, you got to hang it up in your business or whatever, but it's like, they're not going to come by here because I'm not really doing anything. But technically, like there's certain regulations you have to go by, but you know, I haven't filed taxes for them because I'm not like, I don't even know how I would do that really, because I'm not making money. I try to save all my costs and receipts and email everything to myself, but
my business is not technically open to the public. It is open by appointment only. So therefore, like, I get some loopholes.
Huh. I never. Okay.
It might just be a Texas thing, but that was because LegalZoom did it all for me, and they asked me that question, and I was like, nah, it's not really like, because I do like, I'd be doing Morph Market, Facebook, whatever, you know, like I'm not actually physically.
You don't have open doors. You don't have open doors.
I'm not a store, you know, like so.
Here's a question: if you're gonna set up an entity, should you put it in your name, or should you put it in the name of someone else, or have a dummy?
If you do that, someone else can take everything that you have put into it.
If you don't put it in your name, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, put it in your
name. I'm just saying, like, there must be a loophole, a way of setting up a dummy front so that you can have your business, but not have it.
Yeah, but it's not drugs.
IRD. So it's not on your IRD, but you
I
still
guess.
get the income.
I guess I see what you're saying. But in that case, you wouldn't need to. You'd just set it up as like an S corp or something, so that you'd have like a corporation.
Right.
Rather than you personally, you'd have to have like a treasurer. There's like a few different people you need to have. It's like a chairman, a treasurer, and a CEO or something like that, and then you can consider yourself a corporation. And then corporations are by legal definition a living entity, or is like a person. A corporation is a person.
Like, do you really need to have it in your own personal name on your tax or whatever, or can you?
Well, that's the whole thing. Is if you do a corporation, it's its own thing.
Make it separate.
I mean,
you don't have
yeah, that's tax evasion, bro, and that's like fraud and stuff. Like you're gonna go to jail for a long
time. Oh, I see.
It's tax evasion. That's exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm. Like that's some real jail time there, bro.
Really?
It's only jail time if you get caught.
I mean, are children allowed to?
Doesn't care if you don't get caught.
Hey, that's true. Ask all the criminals in jail how well that plan went.
I mean, there must be multiple ways of getting around.
Well, I mean, if you have your own like LLC,
I'm saying honestly, if it's a corporation, everything is on that. It's its own thing.
Yeah.
It's its own person. Like
yeah,
you may be getting money from it, but it's its own thing now. So yeah, I mean that's how big businessmen do it, so that it's not anything to do with them. It's like they get it over there, and they still get the money.
Like it's common practice, Yeah,
but big business, you have to have multiple people involved. It's not just one guy in his basement starting all these corporations.
Well, that's basically LLC or sole proprietorship, right? Where it's just one person or maybe another partner.
Well, that's right. That's a limited liability. Exactly.
Yeah,
that's what we're rolling with because you got your LLC, right, John?
Yeah, it's registered. Yeah, under the state.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
But the thing is, too, is like I did the bare minimum, and I know, like, I remember trying to go to the bank one day to try to open up a bank account for my business and with my EIN number. And they told me I had to file a different set of paperwork that's like $100 to actually. I don't know exactly what they're asking me to do, but I never did it. So it's like, yeah. There's more things that I gotta fucking do.
Like Paul said, if you want to do it right, go to your accountant and ask them to help you start an LLC. That's how you screw the government over for real. Like if you're trying to get out of shit, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Because then if anything goes wrong, it just falls on the company. The company files bankruptcy, whatever. It's not actually you. Yeah. Keeps you from being liable for anything.
Apart from Morph Market, is there any other places you can sell your snakes? Can you sell them on Craigslist and places like that?
Sort of.
Yeah, you can sell them on Craigslist. Although, dude, all I can say about like any of that is honestly, if you're not doing it on like social media, like just taking pictures of your snakes on Instagram or Facebook or something, if you're not doing it off your Facebook website, your actual website, because like, all right, so whenever I started, first two things I did, I started an LLC and I made a website same day because they needed the website name for the LLC. So I was like, all right, same day. And then something went wrong with the website to where GoDaddy was just on some BS. So then I had to make another name until LegalZoom the same thing.
Really?
Yeah, I now have like 4 different names that I can use because I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to have this problem again. Boom, 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 boom. And I just like got a bunch of them. So I was like, all right, we're good. But
Would
yeah,
you,
it's
would you believe
cool.
there's no snakes where I live? Would you believe
Huh?
like there's no snakes in New Zealand? There's none.
Well, there hasn't been any indigenous snakes in New Zealand for the entirety of New Zealand.
But last night, first time I watched
Yeah, I heard.
the headline was numerous snakes found in New Zealand this summer.
Yeah. Because people are dicks.
Guy opened up his jacuzzi last night, his hot tub, and there was a snake in there.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, I heard you just say that same story like 10 minutes ago. The other.
I know. I saw this article the other day too.
It's interesting.
Someone found a ball python in Hawaii, like on Oahu or something. I don't think it's that big of a story, but obviously Hawaii doesn't want, a bunch of ball pythons breeding and stuff. It's like one of those protected.
What do you guys all have set up? Like for John, John and Eric, what do you guys got? For as far as like either advertising or just, a way for people to contact you, you being out there in the public or anything like that. Like, what do you guys got going on?
I just do social media pretty much. Right, but
what social media? So you got
YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I do Facebook for Facebook groups. I hate Facebook so much, dude. But I've had a lot of success putting them onto like animals onto Facebook groups that are local, and then people wanting to buy my animals. So that's the most successful way I've been able to sell. I put stuff up on Morph Market because I have a Morph Market, but I wasn't. I don't have a lot of animals. Like I had like 3 animals up there. Plus, you got to pay more. You have to pay a Morph Market a fee like every month or every year to post animals more than 3. So I'm just keeping that at the minimum.
Set up with a business is your Instagram set up?
I like keeping my animals, so I don't have.
So I did have my Instagram set up as a business, but I couldn't. I was very limited in the reels and the stories I could do. And I looked it up because I couldn't use anybody's music. But if you actually change your company to like entrepreneur, then you can actually have the regular side of Instagram. So I just switched it over. So now I can put in like Eminem songs or Korn songs or whatever on top of stuff. But before I had myself set up as a brand on Instagram, and I couldn't have any of that. I just had generic ass music. And so if you guys are a business, make sure you put yourself as an entrepreneur on Instagram. As far as I know, that gets past all the copyright issues.
Good lesson.
I just want to keep everything I own, and then some.
I'm like that with guitars here.
I would claim that on camera as well, Eric, if I was planning on doing what you're planning on. I would do the exact same thing, my friend. I
don't know what you're saying. Yeah.
We're all learning. Did you know in Texas you can't tax an animal?
Wait, what?
You don't got to pay no tax on animals in Texas.
Oh, in Texas?
Yeah.
Well, like people, if you go into it, well, okay, I see. Never mind. I was thinking like if people have an animal set at 500, it's just 500. But I think if you actually do buy one at a reptile shop, there's tax on that.
Yeah, no, like we get receipts and there's no tax.
Yeah. Well,
which, hey, come on now, we all know. Anybody that's been out there buying snakes and stuff, how often you really even get a receipt, bro? Come on,
dude, that's what I hate. So I email it to if I use my credit card or my debit card or whatever, I email myself a receipt every time.
I gotta say,
even if I'm just buying. They don't ever do that. But I was working when I was working for the reptile shop. If you paid in cash, you could just do it at the cash value, and then they would like account for that. But that's smart because you could have whatever animals.
Hey, run the banner for entertainment purposes only. Put a banner up.
Wait, what? Run that.
Put a banner up saying for entertainment purposes only. That way nobody thinks this is super serious. You know?
Oh. So I got to create one or something?
Right. Can't be
I don't
self-incriminating. I mean, we're all just fooling around, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not an expert, guys. Don't take my advice as tax advice. I'm not a lawyer.
That's true, dude. I don't know if you want to take mine either, bro. Like, look into it. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
This is an example. Let's see if I can edit this. Who's got that train?
Me, man. Every damn time I go on live.
Dang, you live right next.
That thing's like, I don't know, 2-3 blocks away. It's loud, man. It echoes.
All right, this is gonna be pretty funny of what I'm making.
Right, exactly. I was like, ooh. But yeah, nah. Not the best idea.
Never known Eric to
So
be so
all of this
quiet.
started because, you know, this is a realistic thing though, is that if we're selling these animals, it's a business, man. In my mind, that's, you know, like if you're making money off of it, it's a business. Even if you're still showing a loss, which it doesn't mean anything, you know, like you can absolutely be showing a loss. I mean, you do want to show gains, but take control of those gains, you know?
It's a
Yeah.
fine line, isn't it, between a hobby and a business? It's
Exactly. What's the difference? Okay, I'll tell you. I ain't never made no money off of any of my hobbies, bro.
Yeah, I've put way too much into it that
A
I'd
hobby
like.
is you collecting guitars. A business is you selling the guitars you collected for profit.
I
Yeah,
don't sell them.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If you collect guitars, it's a hobby. But if you sell those guitars and make money off of it, it's a business.
well, like you could have a garage sale. That's not a business. So you could sell probably 20 guitars and
Okay,
not
so
really be a
actually, if
business.
you were to ask an IRS agent, they would make you claim that
Oh, really?
as earned income.
Dang.
I got 40 guitars.
Dang.
I keep them all.
How about sell two of them and buy a fucking phone?
What are you doing, Eric?
I was cleaning a couple tubs and had to feed a couple of snakes I forgot to feed yesterday.
Oh, I gotcha.
I was wondering why he's so quiet.
Okay, so when I started, I was like LLC, website, Facebook page, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter.
Yeah, there's so much work though. Like if you want to be successful, 100%. Dude, like I hate TikTok.
I started a Morse Market page, even though I don't have anything to sell.
Yeah, no, I'm all verified for that and stuff too. Yeah,
Ooh,
it's
and
pretty cool.
guys, I don't know if y'all being cheap or not, but stop being cheap if you are. Support US Arc. You get a free T-shirt. It's all good, but make sure you guys go and, you know, there you go. That's just I was like, that's just a blank shirt, John.
Dude, so my domain name, guys, it was 1,500, and then someone, I think because I kept posting so much, literally one night it hopped up to 2,500 just for InquiLive.com. And I'm like, what the heck, bro? Like no one owns, like someone technically owns it, but they're not using it for anything. It's so dumb. But yeah, I don't know if I should put InquiLive LLC or InquiLive Exotics or whatever I got to do to like kind of keep it. Later, bro.
Later, TK. We appreciate you, bro.
Peace, man. Have a good night.
I feel as I'm forgetting to feed somebody else. I just don't know. Oh, man.
Right. Paul, what? A garage sale every day? Because you're like, oh, if you had a garage sale. Yeah, but it's like having a garage sale every day, you know? Like, it's hard to, yeah.
Yeah.
Because all I'm saying is if I collected, like, all right, so for example, my cichlids, I don't really want to say axolotls because I wasn't planning on making money off of those, but I probably am going to start selling axolotls soon.
Okay.
I just got some that are breeding, bro. What are you going to do? You know? So, the tegu, the beardy, the boa, like all those are hobby animals, bro. Like I'm never making money off of those. I don't plan on making money off of those. They're just my pets. They're, you know, something that I enjoy. Just because you're making money off something doesn't mean that you can't enjoy it.
Yeah. No, you can go to GoDaddy.com. It's super easy to go on there and
Dude,
make a
that's where I
domain.
was on.
Yeah.
Actually,
I mean,
if you guys look at my website, it's heads and tails at GoDaddy.com. It's like heads and
you
tails.
snagged it.
GoDaddy. Some shit like
There's
that.
now a disclaimer on this conversation.
Man, I don't know. They were telling me to put it up, man. Apparently, people are trying to take legal advice from us.
Does not contain legal advice. That's hilarious.
It's like, yeah, no. Whatever, I guess. I mean, I don't. Better safe than sorry.
Talking about it.
No, that's good, dude. I like it. Makes it way more fun. I think adding LLC would make you look legitimate compared to those without it. Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. That's what I was thinking
Who said
too.
that?
You know, like as soon as I got the LLC, I was like, dude, I did something. You know, like I felt accomplished. I'm
you
like,
feel like
it's a legitimate thing now, you know, like even though I don't have anything to sell, like I knew that it was like there's something there now, you know.
Yeah, and it gives you a little bit of motivation to grow it. You're like, all right, now I have an LLC. Like technically, I can make some money a legal way and this and that, and I can like get a website for it, and you know, people will recognize that. You could put it on a shirt and not get, you know, that stuff stolen from you.
Absolutely. Like it's like,
can you sell
and after I've been doing this, huh?
Can you sell snakes on Etsy?
On Etsy? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's probably not a good idea.
But you can on Craigslist.
I still probably wouldn't do that. I would honestly, if I were you, I would either buy it from a reptile show or Morph Market. Any other way you could end up getting something you don't know. You know, Morph Market, at least you have a traceable way of where you got the snake, what happened, this and that. Mm-hmm. And most people on Morph Market are trying to do it as legitimate as possible anyway. So, you know, like we're all trying to provide the best animals that we can. And I just feel like if you're taking the extra effort to post something on Morph Market or to whatchamacallit, I don't know what you guys read. Hold on, now you guys got
so
I just got a
who was it?
I'll be following behind.
Send you a message.
Hell yeah, 905. Hell yeah. It was like, all right, so LegalZoom was like $1,000. It maybe like $1,200 after everything.
That's what you paid?
It's so freaking worth it. Yeah. Because I got so much extra shit. Like, I got, dude, I don't even want to go through it all. I literally have shares that I can sell to people. Like, if you want to buy a part of my company, bro.
That's pretty legit. That's pretty cool.
Dude.
See, I need to get to that level. Like I registered my business and everything. Like technically it's a legal business, but there's so many more aspects to it and different levels that you could really take it to be like more legit, you know what I mean? To have more like value for your company rather than just a name or a website, you know, like there's more things you can do for sure to make
Yeah,
it more
bro,
legal.
like I have a legitimate like stamp, like a heads and tails stamp to make it like a legitimate business
Oh yeah.
stamp, basically.
Dang,
Like
do they provide that with do they
LegalZoom gave me
provide it?
everything.
No
Like everything.
way.
Yeah, all
Wow.
of it, dude. And they gave me like it was like 90 days of free lawyers. Like if I was already in something and I needed to figure out some things, like 90
Jeez.
days of free lawyers, bro.
Have a good night, bro. Yeah, that's pretty
Later, bro.
crazy. Yeah, it would definitely be worth it. So, do you have like accountants or like what do they call it, I
So
don't know,
I use my own.
CPA or whatever the
I
heck
use
is it?
my own accountant, but yeah, they will provide them if you need them, and at a like super discounted rate for if you're using them prolonged and this and that. Like, dude, they work with you. They literally want you to make a successful business. It's really awesome. I can't say a bad thing about it, man. I mean, well, I can't say a bad thing about it. It's expensive, bro.
Is it it's a
Expensive
one-time
as shit.
startup or do you have annual fees or what?
It depends on what plan you went with. You can end up getting the annual fees and stuff from having like all these extra protection plans and stuff. Like that's how they'll get you, bro. They'll put extra protection on everything.
For sure.
But
Yeah,
I mean, I got like mine's $119 yearly for the plan that I have.
well, it's not too bad. If as long as you get to keep your LLC, don't have to.
Oh yeah, no, all
do
of
other
that stuff is done. That stuff is done. I don't have to pay nothing yearly for that. That's completely done. I did it for like it's a protection plan and a service plan to where like if I'm ever in a legal issue, they got my back at like I pay like I think it's like 5% of what the lawyer cost is. So it's like super low in comparison. And you know, so if I'm actually in a legal battle or something, it's all good.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah, 119 or whatever is not a lot. That's pretty.
Hey, 905, start selling shares and go corporate. Hey, maybe one day, bro. I gotta build something first so people, you know, I don't want to sell them for $10. What the hell am I selling them for now? You know, I gotta build something first, and then whenever it's worth something, I'm gonna be like, oh well, y'all can buy into the business. You know, like. So it's weird though. I thought they'd have given me 100 shares and they gave me 50 shares. So it means that each share is worth 2% of my business.
That's pretty cool though. It's pretty cool to say that you have that, but I would keep them.
Right. Yeah, I
like
mean, I own all the shares right now.
I mean, I guess like the bigger you grow, the more value those shares will go up, and then like.
Well, okay, so if you're going public, then the all of those don't matter anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, like if it's a publicly traded company, or you know, I mean, bro, it gets thick quick. Like you can end up going through some real headaches if you actually wanted to bring it to a high level. Which I'm gonna try. But I gotta make something first, bro. I can't do it without, you know, like having more funds coming in, or at least showing that I can do something with it, you know.
Well, dude, I think that you have one of the best brands as far as like names. Like everyone thinks of heads and tails, but yours is heads and tails. Like, you know, it's just something that people will remember. It's, you know, definitely got something for sure.
I appreciate that, bro. Whenever I thought of that, I was like, ooh, that's a good one. And
honestly, I'm surprised it's not taken, to be honest. I'm surprised you secured everything.
Yeah, there's like Scales and Tails or something like that.
Yeah, that's out here. Scales and Tails where I live. And there's like Scales and Tails Utah. And yeah, it's a big old franchise.
Like, hey man, that's not the same, bro. I'm doing something a little different, you know?
I mean, Scales and Tails is pretty genius, but Heads and Tails, because you're working with like
Scales and Tails until I went to file for Heads and Tails.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I found Scales and Tails, and I was like, nah, man, I'm still doing it, bro. It's my own, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, mine specifically like aimed towards the heterozygous version of a genetic, you know, like theirs is more mainstream though. I like it. I'm not, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. The shops here for those guys, they suck, man. Like, they suck, dude. I hate it. But I have to freaking buy rats there, you know, until I can start breeding my own, because it's just where I'm living. But yeah, they're overpriced. I don't think they know what the heck they're talking about. They have like all their male ball pythons in one enclosure and then all their females in another. So they got like 6 to 10 ball pythons in an enclosure. I'm like, what the heck, bro? Like,
That's crazy.
yeah, dude. And so they're just all sitting on top of each other. And I'm like, what? Like,
See, bro, vote heads and tails. I'll do it better. I'll do it better.
yeah. Yeah. And they
Everybody's
never
gonna
give me
have
the.
I'm gonna be that guy walking around with like keys on his hip because I'm gonna have like all the snake tubs locked and just be like, "What you want to see, buddy? Which
Jeez,
one?"
no way. They got one out in Toronto.
Tails and scales.
That's
Tails and
crazy.
scales,
They are
huh?
pretty big. Scales and tails, I'm pretty sure. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Unless there's someone that's knocking it off and just like, no, we're tails and scales, not scales and tails. Like, it's the same thing.
I don't feel like I'm a knockoff.
No, I don't
know.
think so. Yours
I do.
reminds.
Screw you, Eric. I knew you'd say it.
Man.
Made me smile. As soon as you were like, "Yeah," I was like, "Ooh."
Oh,
You gotta watch it here.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Everything you're talking about would make a killer show. No one talks about the business side.
There's a couple
Yeah.
of people that do it pretty good, but most people probably, yeah, most people don't. I don't think.
I think I would do better at it once I actually like start to be able to make some money and stuff. Because like at this point, I just feel like I'm like trying to step through the threshold, but I'm still on the outside looking in. You know, like
Yeah.
it's
once
like
he starts the business, he's talking about it.
right, exactly.
Right now, he's still.
Yeah. Once I start actually like making some money or even making babies, you know, hell, I don't even gotta make the money. As soon as I'm like, "Ooh, I got a snake for sale," you know,
Yeah, but
like,
if we remember correctly, Kabelka and Miguel already talked about the business aspect of it.
yeah.
It's
But
not like it has.
yeah,
It's
but
not
they
like
were
it
looking
hasn't.
at it.
It's not like it hasn't been done. It's just everybody said different people's phrase differently, and some people don't pick up on how certain people phrase stuff.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say I might be talking a little different things, but I do remember them talking about that. I do remember that episode for sure.
Well, you could. Yeah, there's a lot of directions you could go.
And,
Things
hey,
that
man,
people don't talk about, but
not everybody likes to hear the same pastor. Never mind.
they don't like to hear
beer.
Yeah, just hear the same pastor preach or whatever you're gonna say, something like that.
Yeah, that was it.
Like, yeah. I don't know. I think what would be useful, at least for new people, would be like how to set up your LLC. When should you set it up? How to do taxes. I don't know, like how to do write-offs or something.
Yeah. I don't think I needed to start mine. I don't think I needed to set mine up when I did.
No, I didn't either, technically.
I could probably still be going strong right now, not have an LLC and still not have a care in the world. But I just knew that whenever I do start making money, I'm going to have different obstacles to overcome. And I don't want that to have to be one of them.
Yeah. For sure.
Well, realistically, on that point of aspect, 905, there's no insurance that you actually need unless you have a building and a facility, and then, like, you have property insurance and that, renter's insurance, whatever. That's all self-explanatory. Like, from the time you become an adult, you should know about that stuff.
John has insurance on his snake,
All right, what?
right?
Insurance on my snake? No. I had insurance on a pipe.
Oh,
That's what I was talking about last night, at least. I don't have insurance
that's
on
what it
any
was.
animals.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure there is like animal insurance.
There's
Yeah, but
some places.
that's a good point, though. Like you do tend to see way more about the cost of startup and not so much of like, hey, once you spent all that money, what do you do next?
Well,
Are you just gonna sit there and wait for you to make more money, and then once you made all that money, what happens when the tax man comes?
well,
You haven't been
once you
saving
dump all your
anything,
money,
you haven't filed anything. It's like they're gonna be looking for you, and they're gonna be wondering what happens.
but let's be honest. Then, once you dump all that money in, the only thing you can do is wait. You can't just magically pull money, eggs out of the snake's ass as soon as you buy them. It's an ongoing process. It's a waiting game after that.
Yeah,
That's the whole fact. That's the whole crappy part about our hobby or industry, whatever anyone wants to consider it.
yeah.
You dump a bunch of money in, and then you wait to see if your investment returns.
I feel like it would suck to like be waiting all this time and then like get a clutch and start making money and like be scrambling to get everything legitimate.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
I'm not a huge fan about a big rush right whenever I'm like in a critical position, And I understand it won't always happen like that. Sometimes you'll make the money and then 6 months later you got to worry about it or whatever, so you have time, But I just worry a worst case scenario of like me making a shit ton of money and then being like, oh man, the IRS called me. They want to know how I made
But there's
25 grand in a month.
a lot of people will start in the hobby and they'll buy some stuff and they'll give breeding a go. They won't go huge right off the bat. And and then a lot of places they give you time, and like they give you a certain amount that you have to sell before you have to actually claim anything.
yeah, I think if you started selling snakes and you were doing it successfully, repetitively, I think there would be a point where like, well, I kind of have to go legal. I just made $10,000. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But I think there is like a threshold of like when you should be an LLC. It's when you should go. I don't know.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
this
I got
that.
that.
I think it's like 30. I think if you're making like maybe like 15 to 30, that's when people say to do an LLC. But I don't know. I feel like if you're making even 15,000, you should be an LLC already. But it might just be the laws. Like,
yeah.
Not if I get where you're coming from, but then you go into the fact of the matter is, hey, you got to find some place. Well, I know there is places that will insure your animals, but you got to find some place that's going to insure the snake. Find some place that's going to actively understand that why your one snake that looks just like this snake is worth $45,000 compared to this $300.
That's a good point. I was thinking that.
Catch you guys later.
Have a good night, bro.
Yep.
Good night.
Thank you, man, for coming on.
Man. Grab some food.
Wait, I wanted to see that last comment. It went away.
Oh, my bad. I didn't even read it. I don't think.
Bro, go for it as a business. Come on, man. You got it. You got it, bro. Make something. It's the American dream, bro. It's the American dream, man. You work for yourself. You build something. You build an empire. Maybe pass it down to your kids or sell it off later. Actually, I mean, yeah, you gotta make money if you don't make it a business. But I'm supporting you doing a business. I like that.
We'll put it. Damn it! It's too fucking high.
Well, so this is what I was thinking. So if you're like, if you have a facility or a reptile shop or something, I'm thinking you could put insurance on your property. Maybe so if you lose $10,000 of snakes in a fire, you can be like, all right, well, these are like what I had. This is the value of them. As long as you have good record keeping.
You can absolutely insure your snakes, bro. I don't know if you know that.
By themselves or?
Yes.
But
yeah, I wonder if it would be.
The point where you get to sit back and take the fact of the matter of this, all in all, about business or hobby is the fact, are you looking to be one of them guys that is trying to push and get, cutting edge and going to have stuff that's going to sell and not produce
I don't agree.
everyday
I
stuff?
don't agree. I think that there is different levels to different businesses. Not every gas station owner is trying to own all the gas stations.
That's not how I'm going about it. Like you're going to push to have something because you're not going to make it by selling pastels and spiders.
Yeah, but that's just your business plan. That all comes down to relevancy of how good your business plan is. That doesn't actually matter on if you are a business or not. Because, dude, you can be a business and suck ass and still be a business.
Oh, hold on. Now you're this whole contradiction. You do not start a business without a plan.
No, you absolutely can. You absolutely can.
I'd like to see how many of them businesses actually are successful.
That's a whole different story. Right. Now we're talking about successful businesses, completely different subject. Like a successful business has to have all of those things you're talking about. It has to be looking for cutting edge stuff, the new stuff that's coming out. You got to be trying to advertise. You got to be trying to market. You got to be friendly to everybody. Be educational. Be the person that got you into it, type of thing. Like you want to be out there, bro.
And take this in fact, this quote unquote recession everybody talking about isn't really a recession. It's just the economy that's going to have to equal out itself, and probably for the next year or so, stuff's going to be slower.
Yeah.
So, I didn't hear that, bro.
I mean,
what'd you say?
You don't want to jump full-fledged into something without having a backup plan.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. So yeah, that's the whole thing. Is I agree entirely. It's a bad business plan to not have a plan. Like that is a bad business plan to not have a plan.
It's like people who start like let's say they want to start like a clothing business or whatever, and they order like 100 hoodies or something, put them online, and all of a sudden they're sold out day one. Well, then they're like always scrambling to keep up. So if you don't have a plan for stuff like that,
you skipped over like 82 steps. You had to have a plan to be able to build the website to put them online to resell them.
That's true. Or like if somebody starts making baked goods and they bring them to work and they're like, oh, they're trying to sell them at work, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, bro, I'm going to buy this from you every week. Well, like you kind of need a plan. I mean, pretty much for anything, but you could start out as like a hobby.
Yeah, I mean, I could see you get tossed into something like that where you were like, maybe. Oh, well, this is something I was just doing, and it looks like I can make money at it. Okay.
Yeah, and there's like a high demand for it.
Don't just jump from there to like, oh, I'm a full-on business. You're like, oh, shit, okay. You usually sit there and plan it out, and you're like, all right, what should I do first? What do I need to accomplish here? Like Eric's right. I mean, a business plan is super important. I think it's the most important thing. However,
because I see a lot of people that jump into stuff like this.
I feel like some people aren't realizing that like their business plan, when they're buying these snakes, they aren't realizing that it is a business plan when they're buying the snakes. They're just like, oh yeah, I like this, I like that. They just don't realize that their business plan is crap. They're still doing a business plan. They just don't realize that it's not good. They're like, oh, damn, now I got to switch it up and redo the whole plan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But eventually you're going to run into that thing of like, oh, well, looks like my business plan wasn't working. I got to switch it up. I got to do this. I got to do that. Whether it be switching the product or switching the way you market it or whatever, there's plenty of bad businesses out there. There's plenty of people that aren't doing well at their businesses. But for people to say that they're not a business just because they're not successful it's not the same thing. You don't have to be successful to be a business. There's lots of failing businesses.
I mean, you guys have probably all seen Shark Tank. There's all sorts of examples of that stuff where either they have too much inventory, they don't have enough inventory, or they're in debt. They say they're making $500,000 a year, but they actually owe $3 million. And they put their whole life savings into it, and they're like, oh, we're just getting by. I mean, there's so many different situations, you know what I mean? But yeah, you could be making, I wouldn't say making money, but you could be successful in moving your product or whatever, but just not making money. Or, I mean, there's so many different
There's a million
things.
different ways to cut it, but in the end, it's all still a business, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, then, you get those guys calling him out, be like, well, he's like, well, yeah, there's so many different examples. I love Shark Tank, but
absolutely.
Yeah, it's like, well, you might have a good idea, but you're not going to get into this. Well, it'd be like you can't compete with Coca-Cola.
Oh, yeah. Eric, you watch Shark Tank too, right?
No.
You've never seen Shark Tank?
My life revolves around work, my kids,
I got you.
and snakes.
Okay, John, who's your favorite on Shark Tank?
Mark Cuban, man.
Me too! Dude, he's a savage, bro. That dude's a savage.
It's a no-brainer,
if he's
man.
about to buy from you, he'll give you a good deal and just be solid. If he thinks your shit's whack, like, he ain't even gonna mess with you.
Yeah.
He'll tell other people, like, hey, don't take their deal. They're trying to, be shady. And those people will look at him and be like, no. And then they get screwed over. Like, it's hilarious.
Yeah, but that show's interesting because I think it helps, any sort of entrepreneur. Even if you're watching someone sell ice cream, you're like, oh, well, I can kind of take some of those concepts and do it for ball pythons or this, that, or, like some people do things out of their home. Some people actually get a storefront. Some people just do online. Some people put money into advertising. Some people don't. And, there's things that work for certain people. Or, yeah, it's an interesting show for sure. But
I don't know if I'll have stores per se.
No, not for. Maybe. I don't know about for this. Like you could maybe have your own facility if you get big enough, but I think that's about it. I don't even think you would have a storefront unless you were really big.
All right, so you know how like at some places whenever you go to buy something, like they're all behind the counter and stuff, and it's like, oh, you want something, and they grab it, bring it out, this and that, right?
All right.
I'm kind of thinking like the same thing where, all right, big plan. You come in, you know how Brian Barczyk has the Reptarum, right?
Yeah.
And like, so he does it really well. He's got his merch sitting up front, and then he's got like all the exhibits and all that stuff. And then I don't know if it's in the basement or another building or what it is, but he has like BHB, right? Yeah. So like I kind of like that setup of how he has it going, but mine's gonna be like kind of like a snake bar type of thing, where it'll like you'll have a menu of different snake breeds.
Snake dispensary.
yeah, exactly. A snake dispensary, bro. Like, yeah.
Basically.
I was like,
okay, no, but yeah. So you got a menu of your snakes that are.
You don't like
it? Keep going. I gotta hear this out, though. I gotta hear it out.
Yeah, spit your whole idea out.
Huh?
Yeah. Spit it out.
Oh, okay. So yeah, like I don't know. I was just thinking like kind of like the Reptarum thing, like in the front, and then like as you go to the back, like you done seen the whole thing, and it's like, oh, what would you like, sir? Oh, okay. Well, this is our menu, blah blah, and anybody over like $500 or something, we take them into like this other room, like this like showing room, basically like how they do in like fine wines and all these other like really expensive things. I think that'll really class it up, like I think that I can make it a better experience of buying snakes. Like people can be like, dang man, like, cause dude, if you're spending $2,000 on something that's really rare, don't you want to feel like it's really rare when you buy it?
Well, that's kind of what I want to sort of do with my brand
or something. They're all like, "Oh, let me take you in here and check this." Like that's kind of what I'm thinking. Not so much of a dispensary, more of a jewelry store.
Yeah. No, I get it. That's why I chose black and gold for my colors. Like I want a higher class
champion
experience.
colors, bro. Hey, I love it. Champion colors. Hell yeah. Black
Yeah,
and gold, bro.
Steelers.
Ooh, never mind. Fuck
But yeah, I think there's people that want people want that Canova feel, you know what I mean, where you're like, oh man, I got something expensive, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or they got
exactly.
high quality. And then like even Canova, whenever I bought this last ball python, he sent me like a picture that he autographed and said thanks, and like that just makes the experience so much more full, where you're like, man, I got a quality product from a quality breeder with some
Right.
quality stickers and quality this, that.
Well, and
I
that's
get
why
your jewelry store sort of like, I get it.
Yeah, and you know how I was talking about doing like the whole birth certificate thing?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of like, I almost maybe want to get in like a little book thing, depending on the price of the snake. Like you buy an expensive snake, you're getting the works, you know?
Yeah.
But like when you buy an expensive diamond, like that comes in a little book with like all the facts about it, you know, like it's a certified diamond, so it has all the certification with it.
Well, yeah, I think even something that's probably important is like your snake bags, or yeah, just trying to up the person's experience. Like, yeah, if you get like a custom snake bag, and then yeah, or you get a custom box that's like a tin or something, like a tin that's like a snake, like I don't know, like there's things that you could do.
Yeah, dude.
It's just you gotta, depends if you want to put that money in.
That's the thing is, I feel like, all right, so I absolutely agree that like the way you talk to your customers and the way that you interact with them is a huge deal for them. So yeah, once like, because I remember whenever I was starting off, man, when I was buying these snakes, like somebody would sell me something, if they were excited about it, I got excited about it. You know, like if they were saying that this is something that, you know, you could tell they valued it, I was like, ooh, that makes me want to value it, you know? But I've probably passed up on some snakes I maybe shouldn't have passed up on because they were just like, oh yeah, it's this. And I'm like, oh, well, all right. And I just left, you know, like, I don't know. There's a difference in connections, man, connections. You know, and I don't even have to buy from somebody I know. That's for sure. I don't care if I know you or not. If you got something I want it. But if you're talking to me like, oh, whatever, you're making me doubt my own plans. So now I'm like, hey, maybe I shouldn't get from this guy, you know? Like, I don't know. Now, not everybody's plan is good, and I don't want to say that my plan was great whenever I started. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I knew a little bit, enough to be dangerous. That was about it.
No, he's gonna follow trail with my plan.
What's your plan?
That's a route to go with that with them acids and stuff. Just hold me to that.
Oh yeah. Hey, you already know. Aaron, wait, you know, when we start getting them things going, it's gonna be like, you know, like, oh man. Dude, next year, well, actually, I'm hoping this year. We'll see. I need her to gain some weight, man. I need her to put on some weight. She puts on some weight. She's going this year. And acid, pastel, pinstripe going straight to my spot nose clown, for sure.
Nice.
Right? I mean, that's the one for me to do. Like, I don't have much better than that, so. I could go yellow belly hypo head ultramel, so I could go hypo with it. But I figured if I got pinstripe,
I think that's a better way to go.
Toss it on. Go with the clown first.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Because like, dude, if I can't get the pinstripe out of it right away, I at least want to be able to make a pinstripe clown, because that's good. Pinstripe clowns are pretty cool looking. And I don't know what an acid pinstripe clown would look like, but I'm pretty sure it'd be pretty fire. So, you know,
I feel like I've seen one, but maybe
if I can't get the pinstripe out of it, away from the acid, okay, I'm still going to try to go yellow belly, spot nose, clown, and then acid on it, you know? Like,
I've seen acid leopard clown,
Acid leopard clown.
and I've seen acid bumblebee clown. I think, and they're sick.
Shit. No results. Let's
Dude,
see.
I gotta say that's
Hey, John,
acid
make sure you change your search thing to just not for sale for all.
Yeah, for all.
Oh,
All
are you saying
instead
so I can have more entries, or what are you saying?
Yeah, well, no. Whenever you go in the search and then you go on down, it says available.
Oh, yeah,
available. So yeah, make sure it's all.
I was like, damn
Oh
it,
no,
John.
I always do because it didn't show up as sold, and then you have to change it to all. And
Yeah. I thought you didn't know how to operate more market. Okay,
oh,
so
bro, no, I put so many different entries in there. Like I do it by sex or by price or by you know, you can even do it by retailer or whatever. Like there's so many different things you can do. Sold, not sold.
In this hobby or business, whatever you want to call it, I think business, but you know, in the community. Let's go community. That's the way.
That's what
I say. Addiction.
That's
a good one. That is a good one. In this addiction.
About the most accurate. That's the one thing that I struggle with is like, do I call it a hobby? Do I call it a community? Do I call it a business? Do I call it an industry? I mean, maybe it's just an addiction, you know?
Ooh, I like industry. That's nice.
Yeah, but
that's
like,
nice.
if you're doing it as a hobby, are you in the industry, or are you just a hobbyist, or are you
hey,
like?
Bro, you're in the industry.
Business.
You're in the industry.
You're in the
Not
industry.
everybody in the industry is a top dog, but if you're in the industry, you're in the industry.
Yeah, but is it really an industry or a hobby, or is it an addiction? Something you can't get out of, can't get away from?
Oh, I could. It's not.
Maybe.
It's not that. No, I can't say it's an addiction. It's gonna make me sad if I go, but I won't go through physical withdrawals from it. So it's not an addiction.
Yeah, but you're saying it's something you would leave without and you never come back to?
Oh, that'd be hard. Yeah, that's hard.
It would be hard, but I'd be able to do it.
Sounds like an addiction to me because it's a mental thing. Addictions don't have to be physical outputs.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
You got me. You got me, Eric.
Yep.
I should consider having a psychology degree, so.
Maybe.
Yeah, hey, I don't think there's one on Morph Market for an acid pinstripe clown. Maybe.
Yeah, boy.
Don't do pinstripe. Do it like acid.
Acid pinstripe or something.
Or
good. Just type in a pinstripe clown though, or a leopard pinstripe clown, because leopard's like a weaker version.
Yeah, they have those.
Which is crazy to think about, you know.
Or if he typed in acid clown, he get all the acid clowns.
Hey.
Or confusion,
acid,
maybe.
No confusion.
Yeah, confusion is pretty much. So
acid, confusion, and static are all the same.
Yeah. Okay, so I was wondering if everybody agrees on that. I'm like,
I can't see those at all.
Everybody don't, but I do.
Pinstripe clowns, but
why me?
Oh, there we go.
He did.
See, I almost blinded Eric.
Yeah, confusion, but yeah, I don't know. It's sometimes you think. Oh, here we go. My pastel pinstripe. Okay, so you might get some. Hold on, I'm gonna pull myself up again.
Yeah.
Solo. Might get something like that. Pastel. That's pretty sick, dude.
Shit, she almost looks like that now.
And now imagine that in Ultramel.
Dude.
Or Xanthic. Both of them.
With some black head.
Right?
Bro. Yeah, that's nice, dude. $8,000.
What I want to do is that. All right, I don't know if I want to tell people because I ain't got the snakes to really get it done right away.
Don't fully reveal your secret on a live.
Yeah.
Reel back, say something.
Thanks, dude. I agree.
And that's why if people know that everything what I planned.
Oh,
bad stuff too, because like sable clowns are badass too. So that's another goal I'm going for now.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, both my male clowns have spider in them, and sable's part of the spider complex.
Mm.
And they're lethal combinations. So now I'm gonna buy another clown. Oh, poor me.
Yep.
I don't know. It's almost an addiction for me, but I'm able to control it. So it's like in moderation, where like.
Well, not all addictions have to be bad. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a
no, that's
healthy
true.
addiction. Yeah. I like to think of it as a healthy addiction for me.
Because I don't do or think about anything else, and even when I meet people in public, like I just get that itch to just want to talk about ball pythons and shit, like but I don't know. I like check out.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, saying industry gets people upset.
Why is that?
I don't know.
It might be. Maybe because they think of like the big dogs, like
they don't like to think that it's about money. It's about the pets. Hey, man, it's about everything, bro.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Well, ultimately, it is an industry.
Yeah,
it's just people's perspective on their level in that industry is what changes. Because if it was an industry,
and that's my point. Exactly what you're saying, Eric. That's what I was thinking. It was like how
if it wasn't an industry, there wouldn't be no financial market anywhere.
Right. If there was no financial market, all of these would not be businesses. This would not be an industry. It would be a hobby. It would be a community. It would be a million different things, but not an industry, not a business.
Hey, so I got an interesting point. Yeah, what's up, Luke? Hop on. I think the link's still up there. But here's what I think too is if you're trying to do this all serious and you want it to be a business rather than just a hobby, if you're talking to somebody who doesn't know anything about ball pythons, you would be like, "Oh, I'm in the ball python industry. I breed ball pythons for a living." Even if it's just a hobby, like it sounds more professional. I feel,
So I'm sorry, I was sending the link. What?
Oh yeah. So if for any like you and I who want to do this as a business, even though it's just a hobby, if you're talking to somebody that knows nothing about ball pythons or breeding or reptiles, you would probably approach them and be like, "Yeah, I'm in the ball python industry. I breed ball pythons for a living." Even if that's just like your side thing, but it sounds more professional rather than just being, "I breed ball pythons as a hobby." You know what I mean? Or I just do it on the side until I can get bigger. Like it,
I feel like said the words ball python industry, but I have said
reptile industry. Sure, yeah, you could say it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, like I say reptile industry a lot.
Yeah.
But to think ball python industry, it's still an industry. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, you could say reptile industry because
I would probably that's probably where if we were going to classify them words we use, I would say the industry is the main overall thing at the very top, and like ball pythons, each animal themselves, and what we do in them and whatnot, our communities, and then the right next to that is just hobbies, hobbyists.
Yeah,
got you. Hey, John, was Eric breaking up during that?
Yeah, hold on, Eric. I'm gonna pull you out, and then I think I'm literally just gonna take off for like 2 seconds. I
was like, man, is Eric breaking up or is it my phone? I kept trying to get better signal, bro.
No.
Now it makes sense. Bro, I was literally over here holding my phone up. I'm like, man, it's still coming through crappy. What the hell?
That probably fixed it. I don't hear nothing now, but
say something now, Eric.
Something now, Eric.
No, you still sound like a robot.
I think that happened to somebody else the other night. Oh, maybe to Luke. Oh, because he was like going around his house and shit.
Okay, I can see that 905. Yeah, he says when people think industry, they think PetSmart.
Oh, like that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it sound any different?
Okay.
I don't know.
Huh?
Any different?
Better.
It's still kind of cut out.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm excited though. Honestly, I'm excited to see like what this is like in 5 years.
Bro, I can't even imagine.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna refresh this, so maybe just better.
No worries.
Got you.
Yeah, bro. I'm excited, dude. Like I know I'm in the very early baby stages, but it's something I know I'm never gonna give up on. You know what I mean? Like even if it takes me 10 years to fucking I don't know, like that's a long time because like you just got to be smart about it. If you're smart with your investments and if you're smart with, here we go.
I feel like the majority of my breeding plans won't come through for 5 years.
Yeah, see, that's
And
the
I'm
thing,
breeding.
man.
This is my first year of owning the ball pythons, and I'm breeding this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I still see, because I got to make stuff, then build stuff, then make stuff again so I can sell that stuff.
Yeah, but if you say, okay, sorry, my bad. But if you say community,
I know.
like if you say community, it doesn't seem like anything legitimate. Like there's biker communities and there's like freaking bowling communities, but that doesn't mean you're like you're making money doing that. It does community and hobbyists like yes, they're
softer to say, though.
it is a community.
It does sound
community.
better on their ears.
A community is a group of people.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it makes sense. We are a group of people for sure.
A community is a group of people. But does it sound better or no?
Yeah,
yeah, way better.
It was Shane's fault. But anyhow, listen.
Yeah.
Probably.
You know what? Also, you do. You sit back and you watch what somebody else is producing, and maybe like they got something that's on your path that you need, and you have you produce something that they need, and you swap.
Oh yeah, for sure. I already know me and you are gonna end up swapping some shit eventually here, for sure. I know I know enough to know that I need some stuff, and I know that you know enough to know you need some stuff.
I need
Wait
to
until I get it going, man. 5 years, guys. 5 years. I'm really do something cool.
Yeah, man.
I'm giving myself 3 years to produce what pops to produce what I want, and I'll be also by then I'll be producing quad heads.
Badass, bro. Badass. Okay, so man, I'm gonna just say it. I don't care. Whatever. Anybody can produce it. It's still a bitch to make, so it doesn't matter. You know, like.
Yeah, but people also need those specific animals too. Whatever.
He said
bitch
to make, so that's gonna be something with G stripe.
No, actually. Okay, so I love the idea of quad recessives, even how you might not have caught it on my channel last night, but John and I were talking and we got to thinking
that was a fun conversation, dude. I like that.
8 different recessives, right? Like you can have
to quad head or quad to quad. Yeah.
Right. Put a quad visual to another quad visual with none of them being the same recessive. You got 8 different recessives in those babies. You're coming out with nothing but fire. But
coming out with nothing but normals.
Right. Well, that's okay. That's my okay. So I have noticed that all these quad heads, you never see codons in them, and I understand why, because it's hard to get them. You know, hard to keep them and roll through and everything. When you're going with recessives, you want to be able to see the recessive, this and that, right?
And hard to flesh them out too. Like if you get pastel with a quad recessive and you don't want pastel in there, like it could be a bitch to get out. Maybe.
Yeah. But there is never, like, if you look, dude, those quad heads are almost always just normals that are quad heads. They're not some awesome codom combination. It's not like a spot nose, yellow belly, red stripe, acid. Like, no. It's not a stranger, Wookiee, Cypress. No. You know, like, you're not getting nothing. You're getting maybe pastel, maybe Enchi. You know, like, it's... I think that that's where the hole is. And I think that once people start getting quad recessives on the regular, it's just going to start the whole hobby community. I do say hobby a lot, I guess, but it's just because it sounds
a hobby.
It just sounds it sounds nice. Like, you know, nobody's gonna yell at me about calling it that.
No. Most of us pretty much are until we retire.
Huh?
Business, damn it.
I know.
I don't know. I just had to fuck with you. Sorry.
I'm a damn hypocrite. You know? No, so once I feel like once people start really getting the quad recessives down, it's gonna restart the whole thing of where they were building up these codons on top of each other and figuring out, what patterns work best with what. And I mean, nowadays we have a really good idea on what does what to what, but it's not everything completely solved. And especially whenever you're getting multiple recessives on top of these different codons, they can come out in completely different ways. I see it to where once we get to that next threshold, it starts all over again. And so why do you think this is super important in breedings? Yeah. Yeah, because you're pushing on that gene no matter what. That's Yep. So I don't know, man. I think like a little bit of my secret sauce is going to be not just making a bunch of quadruple recessives, triple recessives, double recessives, but to get solid codons with them. Once I make my first like quadruple recessive, it's probably also going to be like a quadruple codon as well.
Yeah, but then it comes to the point where after so much of certain stuff, it's a waste.
That's the real secret. That's the real secret. That's why I don't feel so bad about like saying what I'm doing, because you still got to go through and figure out what genes are going to work with what on top of what on top of what. It's just like it's dude. You can spend a long time thinking about genetics and still that thing comes out and it's like, that's not what I thought it was going to be at all.
I was thinking exactly like you, because I was going to put my pastel high OD yellow belly calico to my GH black pastel fire Mojave, but that's a lot of shit.
It is a lot of shit. All right, so one thing I try to think about whenever I'm doing stuff is like, what genes can I identify? If I know that I can identify each one of those genes, I'll do a crazy pairing. Bunch of shit.
I think the only thing that'd be hard to identify out of that whole fucking that pairing, honestly, when it gets down to it, would be the yellow belly.
Redo the pairing again.
Pastel high OD yellow belly calico to a black pastel GHI fire Mojave.
Oh yeah, that'd be a tough one for sure. Because you got the calico in there, you got the fire, you got the pastel. That yellow belly might get lost.
Will mess with the whole yellow belly idea.
Yeah, and the OD too. You said OD.
You can identify a yellow belly calico.
But yeah, with all the other ones too, like it's probably going to be like a really light looking snake. I'm thinking.
Like, I'm betting your most difficult
maybe some oranges too. I don't know.
Will be the difference in OD or not. You won't know if it's OD.
I don't know, because it's the high OD line.
I know, but so here's the thing: if you go like Firefly, you got pastel. If it ends up with pastel fire, yellow belly, dude, you are not going to be able to know if that's fucking OD.
And two, you said you have Mojave in there, because I had a banana Mojave. Oh, I guess there's that banana in there, but like, shit. Well, the Mojave fire pastel. So make a Firefly Mojave.
That's why I wasn't mentioning the calico or the Mojave, because those are more of pattern changers. They do affect the color somewhat, but for the most part, those are pattern changers.
Yeah.
Where like fire is a pattern changer, but it's also an enhancer.
Yeah.
And when fire and pastel get together, they start brightening the shit out of things. And then the yellow belly might actually put a different tint on it. I don't know. If it comes out bright ass orange, you're like, hell yeah, it's got OD. But if that thing don't come out bright ass orange, dude, you're gonna be struggling.
I love yellow belly and orange dream together, man. They're like beautiful.
Yeah, he's actually one of the.
What about with that firefly? I mean, well, we're saying if it's not.
It would be good. I think it would make an awesome babies for sure.
Oh, that thing, dude, that thing's gonna glow in the fucking dark, man. You know, like,
right?
That thing's gonna be sweet. I'm not saying it's not gonna be cool. It's just gonna be a bitch to figure out what the hell it is. You know, you're gonna be like, I don't know, it's really bright. It's cool. Yeah. You know, like, shit. That actually, sometimes I think about that and I'm like, that makes me almost more excited. Like, I want some shit that I'm like, I don't know. What do you guys think? You know? And then everybody's going to give me their whack ass opinion, and I'm going to form my own anyways.
Yeah. And honestly, like, yeah, and I think it's more of like a process of elimination because let's say you have a clutch of 6 or 7 eggs.
I did not mean like the YouTube people. I was literally thinking in my mind like Facebook groups. I gotta say, those are the worst, man.
Dude, I've seen some stupid. I've seen someone post a banana, I think, and they're like, "Is this albino?" I'm like, "What the hell are you thinking, bro?" Like,
nah, bro, it's
some
worse than
stupid
that.
stuff.
You'll be seeing somebody post like a pastel desert ghost. Now,
okay,
if you don't know what a pastel desert ghost looks like, you're like, "Hey, man, what you really doing, right?" And all of these people are talking about like, "Oh, it's a normal, it's a yellow belly, this and that." I'm like, man, this dude. Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Dude, I had I was in one of the Facebook things, like, because someone's like, "Is this a dreamsicle or something like that?" I think it was just like an albino or something, or maybe it's an albino pied. But I'm like, no, dreamsicle is a lavender pied. And then, dude, I got blocked by somebody because they didn't like the fact that I was like, no, a dreamsicle is lavender, not albino pied. You know what I mean,
bro?
And then everyone's like all trying to argue, like, oh, like what the heck, bro?
Oh, I've seen het spiders for sale.
Dude, I saw us. Oh, dude, I called somebody out on Craigslist 1 or 2 days ago. They're like, I've got like 2 bananas and then a normal het banana. I'm like, you do not have a het banana. Like, you're dumb, man. I'm like, I was just trying to help them out. I didn't say they were dumb or anything. But I was like,
all right. I'm so glad we're having this conversation, guys. Because like, you ever come across somebody like, well, because sometimes I end up going to like places like PetSmart and stuff because I have a bunch of other animals too, and I'm not trying to go to 18 different stores to go shopping for something quick. And the homie Brandon's over there at PetSmart, so I'm like, what up? Every time I go there, so it's cool. But yeah, I have spiders, bro. It's
I don't. It's funny to see that stuff.
Man, I hate pet stores. I was at Petco and a guy walked in.
They're not wrong though. They are het spiders.
Yeah, if you breed it to a spider.
No, I mean they're all het spiders because otherwise they're dead because it's a lethal combination.
No, because it'd be a dominant. I guess technically is what they're calling it, but.
I mean, it's still
if you don't see
up the gene.
But if you don't see a spider, if you don't see the spider, it's just a normal.
Yeah, but how about being? Have you ever heard a pet store tell your
spider's a codom, bro?
Yeah, but you have to see you only need one parent to pass it on.
Yeah, I know. If you had 2 parents to pass it on, it would be a dead snake.
Oh, I guess if that's what they're saying. Sure. It would definitely be dead.
Super spider.
It doesn't exist.
Right. There's no heterozygous version of a spider, so all spiders are het spider.
Well, actually, there has been. They just don't make it long.
Right. Okay, so everyone that everybody has is het.
All right.
I mean, it's not a recessive; it's a codom, but it's still, I posted normal 66% het hypo, het pied as a het spider on Instagram.
Nice. I can imagine how many people's jaws just dropped.
Yeah.
Oh man, people were furious. They were furious.
Hey, do you guys correct your local pet stores if you're in there and you hear them tell somebody something wrong?
Okay.
I don't even
Uh,
go to anywhere but a reptile shop. Sometimes I'll
everywhere,
probably hear stupid
everywhere,
stuff.
everywhere.
I've even corrected people in reptile shops.
I was like, yeah, everywhere,
Yeah. Well,
everywhere, dude.
dude, I don't know.
And
So
I hate it. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I know everything, blah 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 blah. But
yeah,
I'm just like,
bro.
when I see like blatant stuff, that I'm like, bro, come on, everybody knows this. And they're like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. And bro, everybody knows. You know, like
So
it's nothing new.
yeah. Well, I get into like
I don't know.
little
Yeah.
microaggression arguments with my reptile shop.
Microaggression argument.
Well, bro, because I want to like call them out, man. But so when I was working for BC's, we would have so our rat sizes would be like a pinky, fuzzy, weaned, or I think it was like pinky, fuzzy, or pinky, fuzzy, weaned, small, medium, large, blah blah. But they call their fuzzies and their weans crawlers. I'm like, I've never heard that. Like, do you guys order
I've heard of
crawlers?
that. Yeah,
I'm
I've heard of
like,
that.
but then they won't give me a fucking weaned or they won't give me a fuzzy. It's just like one freaking uniform size. But that's a big difference if you got a smaller snake. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean? And
know.
I'm like, well, I'm not used to it. So I just like, I get kind of pissed off because like they don't give me the rat sizes that I need.
John,
So either
let
my
me tell
rats are
you.
too big or too small.
Let me tell you, John. You got two choices. You can either breed rats, or you
Yeah,
can move to Texas, and I'll sell you all the rats you want.
I might be
After he
moving to
catches them,
Texas.
hey, after he catches them when they run around the house.
Hey, you know what? I'll get you the ones that don't have the sticky stuff on their back.
But then, when I was dealing mice, it was like pinky,
Crawler or
hoppers.
hopper.
Yeah, I never heard crawler before, but like it was like pinky
Yeah,
hoppers or
yeah.
like
I've heard of
pinky
crawler.
fuzzy hoppers. Then you got small, medium, all that good stuff. But I don't know. It just like threw me off, and I heard crawlers. I'm like, because like usually they're
Because
defined
they
by
don't
like
hop.
gram. Yeah, well, they're defined by gram weights, and those gram weights are very specific. So if it's
Yeah.
like 15 grams to like 25 or 30 grams, like you're getting a specific size of rat. But if it's it's just like I don't know how to ask them for that without telling them to weigh every single one. But
No,
whatever.
you just say,
I don't know
well,
what that's like.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just like
Whatever.
when people tell people the wrong size of food to feed or the wrong animals and whatnot. Like I was in a pet store once, and this guy was asking, he needed to get feeders. He goes, "I need to get something for my Burmese." He goes, "It's like 3 feet long right now." The guy's like, "Oh yeah, dog mice will be fine." And he went to go get a box. Like, don't buy that Burma dog mice. He
Yeah.
looks and he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Buy the small rat."
Yeah.
He goes, "What?" And I opened up my phone and I just went to my snake page or library and I showed him all my snakes. He goes, the guy comes back. He goes, "How many would you need?" He goes, "I need a small rat." I'm like, "Yeah, you guys are giving the wrong information." I'm like, that bird would eat that mouse and still be hungry.
I do have to say that, like, my local
Hold on.
pet store is Polly's Pets, and that's like, all right. So if you're, it's a really badass pet store. I'm not gonna lie, it's a really badass pet store, and it's like locally owned and stuff. They put in a lot of work to make it really good.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's still got all the same problems you're talking about, John. With like, oh man, they got limited selection and it's such a wide range, and
Well, okay, so Blaker's comment crawlers between fuzzy and weaned. Well, when I ask for a weaned, they look at me like I'm stupid. They're like, "Oh, we don't call it a weaned here." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like,
What if
they're like, "We
consider
call
them
it
poppers?
crawlers." Yeah. Is this Luke? We got Luke up in there. Yeah, I'm like, I asked for a weaned, and like, "Oh, we don't call it that here."
They're
And I'm
giving you a
like,
smaller one.
Well,
What up, dude?
I don't
What's
know.
up, everybody?
They're giving me weird
Yeah,
stuff, man.
Hey, you
Man.
definitely live in a
You know
weird
how to
area.
beat the system.
It's scales and tails, man. I fucking swear.
You
Hey.
know how to beat the system.
I'm just happy that my local guys, the guy that supplies like all the feeders and stuff that everybody usually in this area.
So wait,
Yeah.
neither of you guys breed these damn rats?
No, I don't. I
Bro.
was having like small little litters or whatever when I lived at my last place, but I only had like 4 rats maybe or something like that. So I wasn't
I
really
will
doing
tell you
anything.
one thing. Dude, the amount of money spent on getting all these dang rats and setting up all these enclosures and, maintaining them and taking care of them, all this stuff, buying the food all the time and changing the bedding might not be worth it, except for I don't have to talk to them people ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
They don't have to. I don't ever have to have an argument with somebody about what size rat I'm supposed to get. I grab
you
it
can
out
just,
the
like-
tub and I throw it in the other one.
Yeah, for sure.
Shane, you gotta be honest though. The only time it wasn't worth it is at the startup. But once you got everything started and you got everything flowing,
Oh, it's beautiful now.
it's cheaper.
Now
Yeah.
it's beautiful. The startup sucks. Like it just does. But the startup with everything sucks, right? Like nobody's good at the beginning.
I was good at listen. I was good at the beginning when I had a few ball pythons and my birds and stuff. And all of a sudden, I got a whole fucking shit ton of stuff out there, and my feeders disappeared.
Yep.
Dang.
Yep.
I had to restart over.
Jeez.
Yep. Oh, dude. So you seen my metal tub, right? Like the metal one I got.
I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay.
Hold on. Let me flip the camera to the backside because
It's like a 100-gallon feed trough.
Yeah, it looks like it.
yes, that's exactly what it is. It's one of them. So for all the other guys, I got like totes and stuff back here, right?
Oh yeah, I see some running around in there.
Yeah. So these are all my ASFs.
Hey, what was that one doing on the floor?
Huh?
What was that one doing out there on the floor?
I got all them fools. Hey, you heard about what happened though, right? When I caught them? They started fighting, bro. I caught them, they started fighting to the death, and I had to separate them. So I took, oh boy, the male is in this one. You can't go back with the females. He was like making the one bleed. It was crazy, man. I was like trying to separate them. Like it was a bad fight, bro. I don't know, man. That's crazy. ASFs are jerks, bro. They were out for, I don't know, a day or two, maybe, like, and they're just acting like, I don't know you, it's war. Like, they're like, you're on my block, G. Like.
I heard the only way to even add to your colonies is that they're like babies, their eyes fresh open, and I tried to do that, and they was having a gang beat down on my little baby. I'm like, nope, you're out.
They have to be their babies.
I don't know, man. I don't think so. I think a rat will maternalize any baby.
A rat will.
No. We are not talking about rats.
Oh,
we are talking about
ASFs.
ASFs.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know about those guys.
They have to be their babies. ASFs are like colony-driven. Like, dude, they are jerks. For real. They do not tolerate that. They will kill everything.
Gotcha. No, that makes sense. Yeah, I hear they're freaking crazy.
I breed.
Now one just tried to play Karate Kid in the snake tub. I'm like, that ain't gonna work out for you. Dude, I forgot I put a rat in the one snake bin because it was in there for a while. And I was sitting there the other day and I was doing something and all of a sudden I just hear this big kapow. Like, what the f is that? turned around, started going through bins, and like 2 hours after I put the rat in, decided it was time to eat.
I don't think I need that anymore. We're not talking legal advice or illegal advice or whatever.
Yeah, we're good now, buddy.
I think I'm gonna throw my Ultramelon with my Mojave girl though. She's only a small 1,700 grams.
I made the mistake. Now I definitely always check. You know, like I'm usually just standing there waiting for them to eat it. I don't even take the chance of like shutting the drawer and letting them handle business.
No, I shut the drawers because I'm not chasing ASFs around my house again. Fuck that.
Oh,
I feel you. You know what I do? I got my big ass palm, and I'm just like, come on, come get it, and they can eat it that way because, like, well, some of my females. I mean, you can read your snake's body language. If you're certain that thing's trying to eat, then you know you just toss it in and do whatever. That thing's gonna get it. But
I don't think she noticed it because the ASF was stood and hid in the front corner of that tub at first. Whenever I slid the bin back closed, I seen it. Like,
yeah,
I was like, okay, I went on to the next one because unlike a lot of people, I will clean my tubs, put them back in, and I will feed them.
Bro, I didn't check one day on my het puzzle mail. I put a rat in there. Everybody was eating whack, 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 you know, just going down the list. Got to him, he didn't get it right away. I tossed it in there, shut the tub, went to the next one, you know, just kept going. I forgot about it. Didn't check. The next week I went to feed and that motherfucker was still in there, dude.
Dang.
Your snake was okay?
Yeah. That was the crazy thing. Hey, use ReptiChip, guys. I don't know, because the ASFs eat the shit out of the ReptiChip, apparently.
Really? Dang.
It didn't even have a mark on it. Like, there was nothing wrong with that snake. But yeah, like that guy just like, I don't know, man. I think it's because I've been pairing them. You know, sometimes the males go off of food while you're having the girls get down. But yeah. So now every time I go to feed him, I just hold that rat up there and make sure if he's gonna eat or if he's not gonna eat, you know, like. And if it's a no, all right, somebody else is getting two. It's usually the girl that he's being bred to gets double.
Yeah, that's
Okay, so guys, I probably feed too small. Like if everybody's seen what size I feed all of my snakes, you guys would be like, "What the hell, dude?"
I don't know. I mean, so
Big Mike feeds like what, weaned rats, Eric?
I think he goes up to smalls.
Yeah, I mean,
but he'll do
for full size.
He'll do 2 smalls though in a feeding for all his big stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is, I go by how they're acting, man. If they're acting like it's cool. But when I'm going ASFs, like I know that they're more nutritional, so I don't have to worry that they're, you know, super big. However, whenever I go with Norwegians, I do make sure those are pretty good size before I feed those off. But ASFs, yeah, actually, I probably feed way smaller ASFs than like everybody feeds their rats to their snakes. Like the ASFs I feed off are smaller than a small rat, you know?
Well, it could be just like in the wild, like that might be just what they get. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And yeah. Like for me, like
opportunist.
Huh?
Aren't snakes opportunists? Like,
yeah.
You know, whatever walks in front of them, they'll eat. You know what I mean? So if they just get a small one,
that's in the ballpark.
Mine are normal albino rats too.
What, a baby chick?
Yeah.
Look at you guys.
Well, here's the thing too. Here's what I think. I think that if they're not starving snakes and you feed them like a small meal every week or something, like they're getting something that might not grow to your breeding expectations. They might not grow to your breeding expectations, as quick, but I think they're still getting fed.
All right, so that's a really all right. The worst thing about ASFs by far is how long it takes for them to grow up.
Oh yeah,
produce
yeah.
and grow up. It's just a lot longer. It seems like, oh well, the breeding cycle's only 2 or 3 days longer than a regular rat. Nah, bro, it is a big difference though when it's every time. Because and then the actual rats themselves grow quicker than ASFs do. Rats 3 weeks, you're good. Feed that sucker up. ASFs, you're like waiting around. You're like, oh man, these things they're a little bigger. Okay, eventually they'll grow. Like man, bro.
Yeah, but the ASFs usually produce such bigger litters too.
Yeah, but you just need so many ASFs to be able to compete with regular rats. Regular rats outbreed ASFs, definitely. But they say ASFs don't smell as bad. I kind of agree with that. You ain't hanging out with no ASF, that's for sure. They're jumping, biting, fucking little assholes, man. You ain't hanging out with it. That's for sure.
I had a rat bite my snake one time when I was like what I was telling you about the pair that I had.
Oh yeah.
Fucking the snake snatched it up and fucking that rat turned right around and fucking bit it. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
The pluses of feeding ASFs and probably feeding maybe a bit too small is that none of my snakes are drawn in. They're all nice and healthy, good size weight. You guys have all seen them. But the rats aren't as much of a threat to the snake when they're a little smaller, man.
Well, and ASFs kind of like freeze up whenever they get hit.
Yeah. Like ASFs usually give in to death pretty quickly.
So when I was little, like I was talking about last night, where I used to get my rats, they had fucking Burmese that were like power fed. You could fucking see it. Like they'd be only like 10 foot long, but like fucking like a basketball or whatever. You know what I mean? It was like, dang, man, like, what the fuck? But they went out. They actually went out of business.
Honestly, I would probably feed a little bit bigger, but I gotta step my production up so that I got more time on these things.
Right. I think they were purposefully power feeding.
Start a second level of these things.
Yeah. No, I think a lot of people probably do that.
I mean, just because you're power feeding don't mean they're gonna get big right away. Just big around, not long.
Well, so
you know what I mean.
The downside of power feeding is that your snake doesn't live as long, and you can develop health issues quicker. What's this say? All Mike Wilbanks advice 3 20-gram rats a week is better than a single 100-gram. Ooh, see, I like that. Yeah, and that's kind of what I've been thinking. But I do need to step it up so that I can do it more often because I'm still only doing it like once a week. So
yeah, I'd say Mike Wilbanks produces his own rats, so too, and a lot.
So have you seen? There's that one video of Kabelka that he goes into his fucking rat room. Oh my god, dude! It's like
I have not seen his rat room, to be honest. I can't.
I don't even think it's a room. I think it's actually its own little building.
It's got
it's like a building, but it's like 100 foot. Yeah, it's fucking. I couldn't believe. I can't remember what video it was on, but it was in the middle of the video, but it was like Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, I can't even imagine the sort of production these guys need.
Long?
Yeah. I mean, because imagine, dude. Just imagine, guys.
But
You
What?
are
No, sir.
producing on average 200 clutches a year. Females from hatchings.
That sounds so fast.
yeah, but what do you think Kabelka's getting with this 2,000 snakes that he has?
He's probably got way more than that. I'm guessing. I have no idea, man.
Yeah, you got to figure.
Well, that's what I'm saying is, how many snakes do you think it takes to be able to produce 200 clutches every year? Because, mind you, some females don't go every year.
Yeah.
Well, it'd have to be 200 females,
300?
right?
So maybe take a risk at 300 or
You think 300 females or 300 snakes in total? Because there's also
300
all of the males.
300 females. 300 females. So
300
How many males
Now
do you
that's
think he
breeder
has?
females at least, and then you're gonna have
breeder females, yeah.
Right.
you're,
None of these grow out.
you're at least gonna need 100 breeder males at minimum.
Yeah.
That's a 1 to 3 ratio,
Yeah.
and that's not
Right.
counting the whole batch from prior clutches that's being raised up in the year before. So
Is
How
that
many
counting
holdouts
using the same
per
male
house?
for
Jeez, there's so
multiple
many.
females?
you get 2 or 3
Yeah.
females.
Man. Yeah, I can't
how
even
many
imagine being at that
holdbacks-
level.
How many
I couldn't-
holdbacks do you think he
No.
has per year?
Yeah, but
Me
it
neither.
depends on how many world
No.
first he throws out.
Well, think about this though. So Kobilka and
I would
Wilbanks
think
and all
he
these
would have
guys.
at least 50 holdbacks a year. Okay?
Wilbanks
I
has a
would
lot of
probably
snakes,
say-
too.
I would probably say more because if he's working a project like, let's say it's like Monsoon or like his Pompeii stuff or Kraken stuff, he's probably holding back everything that he can to increase the odds of hitting those.
He
You know what I
does.
mean?
I guarantee Justin does.
He probably holds back, like if he's working on a project, he'll probably hold that whole project back for like 3-4 years, I bet. I'm
Right,
guessing,
until
maybe.
he actually. So how many snakes in total do you think he actually has?
Well, you got to figure that
Oh
the
my
first
God.
few.
Well,
The
in
first
one
few
video,
times-
Sorry, Eric.
The first few times, but the first few times he goes where somebody goes to start a project, you're going to want to keep your whole, depending on what the sex ratio is, you're going to want to keep
right.
all of them. So that way it gets you that far advanced, you can start adding more stuff in. That's why, like, everyone's sitting there looking like, oh, well, wow, this is that and this and that. But here's another thing to put in fact too. Go on his morph market, look at his least expensive stuff. Look at all the heads and stuff that are down there that you're not seeing pop up yet.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these videos that he's pronouncing and stuff. That's all I'm saying.
Because most of like Kabelka's stuff on Morph Market isn't het with anything.
Oh,
I
like,
would,
you know what I mean?
think on average in his facility he has between 800 and 1,200 snakes at
I
any given time.
bet you it's more like 2,000 to 3,000.
I was gonna
That's
say
what I would say, maybe.
Kabelka, the breeders, he said in one video, he has over 2,000 breeders.
Breeders.
2,000 breeders?
I think, yeah, I believe so. And I'm with Eric. I bet you he has 2,000 or 3,000.
Dude. That's way more than I thought.
You gotta figure like all the projects he's also in doing and stuff though.
Yep. And
I wonder if
Mike
he's
Wilbanks
wholesaling or
is the same way. Mike Wilbanks has,
I bet Mike
just as
Wilbanks has
much.
more.
or
Mike Wilbanks is over 4,000. I think he said in the one thing.
I think he's bigger than Canova technically as far as like facility size.
Oh yeah,
I'm
because
thinking.
he's got like the 4K and ball pythons, and he's got the green tree pythons. And then he's got his rats and
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I get
What
an
do you think
email
about his
every day.
incubators?
Oh, bro, those are nice. I'm sure they're real nice. But it could be that he's just putting his name on it, but they look nice. I'm sure they're freaking like top of the line. I bet.
I can't remember who he partnered up with now. I watched
don't know.
his video, Mike's video about him.
Well, I can't bring myself to buy one of those expensive snake hooks.
Yeah, I'm not using a snake hook unless I get something besides ball pythons or something. I don't know.
I have
I just
things I
don't.
would need that hook with, but I still.
The only thing
Yeah,
that I
just get bit a couple times, man.
is venomous.
Yeah, I don't know.
2-inch
That's the only
fangs, bro.
thing. Or maybe a chondro, just because they probably feel more secure, held
They
up by
might.
something.
Yeah, they might.
I got a few hooks laying around. I don't need it as much with the ball python.
Venomous.
No, bro. I feel like I gotta make it. It's gonna mean more if I make it.
You make your own
The
hook?
snake hook?
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I'll
Yeah,
figure
that'd be
it out.
pretty cool. Yeah, I'm sure it's not that
All
hard.
you need to do is fucking get a golf club shaft.
That's what I kept seeing. I was like, hey, I went to the reptile store or the reptile expo. This lady's got one, and I was like, hey, nice heat shrink on the end of that golf club. And she looked at me like, thanks. And I was like, no problem. Because I knew right away, I was like, oh, you just put a heat shrink and you got some type of other metal hook. I don't know what kind of hook they're using, though, for the actual hook part, you know?
Right.
So once I figure that out, then yeah, I'm going to just lop off the end of a golf club.
Oh, I mean, why not? It'd be just as strong.
You gotta make sure you put it's not just heat strength on there though, because underneath the heat strength where the club goes into, the hook goes into, they have that compound that like JB Weld or something in there.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was like, they were either using like a set screw or JB Weld or something. The heat shrinks just so that it doesn't cut you up and shit.
Yeah. But the ones I got that were made for me from a buddy. The one was for a retic. It's big, heavy duty steel for the hook itself, and it'll damn near break your toe when you drop it on your foot. I've learned that.
Oh man.
The other one is it is just like aluminum, bent aluminum that it's rolled out and curved in the right way, and he dremels down and stuff. My first homemade hook was like a paint roller brush.
Oh damn! That's pretty funny, actually. That kind of makes sense.
That makes sense. I was wondering what that was. Yeah.
I got a question.
Lakers asking Eric, did you get it from Rob?
Yeah,
I must have spaced out something. My bad.
Yeah, he was talking about the hooks that were made for me.
Oh, gotcha.
The retook hook, the regular hook, and the tub puller.
See, that's the thing is, if I'm gonna spend some money on it, I don't want just a dang golf club, bro. I want some handmade stuff for me, bro. Like I don't know. Just to say heads and tails in it or something, and be like, yeah.
Dude, I would love to have. Like one thing I kind of want to do besides the ball pythons is I want to sell cocoa. I want to sell feeding tongs. I want to sell snake hooks or whatever.
Don't say that on live talking about selling that cocoa.
That's last night or the night before or something. You were, John.
What?
Weren't you gonna go in with something? Partnership with?
I got an offer to go in, yeah. But it's like I probably still. I don't know. I got an offer to go in with FNA, and I think it was another company out here, Creature Breeders maybe or something.
That's cool though.
I mean, it's like if I have a couple $100 or $1,000 to drop, I would do it. But because you're getting, I think what they told me, like I think it was like close to 200 or over 200 blocks of cocoa, and so between 3 people, like I don't know, I'd be putting down some money for sure, but it might be worth it. If you could sell any of them,
right,
you'd make some money, but.
Yeah, all I've seen for like cocoa bedding is like that Zoo Med around here. I'm going to that show, that reptile show Sunday, and I'm sure they'll have different shit. But you go to like a box store like PetSmart or whatever, or even like a I know of like a non-big name pet store, and they carry the Zoo Med.
So I know what I can get easily is I think Reptichip and Cocoa Blocks. Anything else I don't know. And then I can get the chipper from FNA. Actually, they're giving me a good deal if I want to go and buy some from them. Cheaper than what I can get at a pet store, but
Oh, we lost
Yeah,
it.
it's cool.
Shane.
no,
Whatever they buy, I like that. It's cheaper.
he'll be back. Yeah, which one?
Whatever they buy out a whole pallet worth of stuff or whatnot, it comes out cheaper.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, I would like to start selling like side stuff, just like snake supplies and reptile supplies and stuff. But I
Right.
don't know. It's like investment because then you're investing in inventory and. But I guess if you put your logo on it, some people might want to buy it. I don't know.
Or do their logo.
And just like yeah, you could I've thought about talking to like Redline Science, see if they would. I don't know if they would want to like sponsor or something, but like I could, I don't know, maybe sell their stuff or something.
Right. Become a distributor.
Yeah, become a distributor. Yeah.
I mean, if you got the room and the time, I mean, why not?
It would definitely be some work. I think it'd be worth it, but I don't know. Like,
But that's new
depends.
clientele.
That's
You
true.
put it out on, Instagram or something, and people are going to share it. You might not follow the same people somebody else does, so they'll get out there.
Yeah.
So there's your marketing right there, is fucking just put it on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I can't believe how much fucking information flies. Like, you post a fucking picture on Instagram, and fucking it already has a couple hundred likes just within a half an hour.
Dude, some people get that, and
It's
man,
like,
bro.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, that fucking quick?
That's what I'm saying, man. For sure. Yeah, especially like these chicks that just post a picture, even if it's just like with a snake, it might not even be a good picture. Look at like 300-400 likes, and you're like looking back, you're like, what? Posted an hour ago? Like, what the heck?
I can name a few girls like that.
Yeah.
Like, they fucking post with a snake, and within a couple hundred, like an hour, there's already 400 or 500 fucking likes on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand that.
Like,
I think.
Yeah. Well, if you want to say sexist.
I get it. Yeah, no, I get it. I 100% get it because
I mean, not saying that I don't like looking at your stuff, but I like looking at their stuff too.
I mean, that's just our biology and stuff or whatever. You know what I mean? Just how it is.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess it's biased or sexist, but
I don't know. It's natural.
Eric left too.
Yeah, apparently. He's like he missed Shane. Thank you everybody for freaking still being here. Oh, he's trying to hop on. Is that Shane that you're talking about? Shane or Eric? I don't know. They both. Guys, send Benji. Oh, I thought Benji was gone. Benji was on for a minute.
Yep, probably because his battery on his phone died. He has like 5 separate batteries for his fucking phone.
Speaker went out on his phone. Trying to fix it. That's all right. Well, yeah, if you can hop back on, definitely hop back on. I bet Shane's phone might have died. I don't know.
I don't know, because last night he had his phone, but I thought he was like on a tablet or a computer or something last night.
Oh, maybe.
I need to get a laptop because I'm using my phone.
Yeah, dude, for real.
I can see all the chats. I just like right now, it's like me and you are ghosted. And
Oh,
then,
yeah.
I mean, I can still see us, but it's just like a mirror image or whatever. Yeah, I need to get a laptop.
Dude, I think yeah, by the end of the year, I don't know. Hopefully by like the summer, I can get like a laptop or just a desktop. But desktops are like kind of inconvenient because you can't really take it anywhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
But some people have their like little studios and they don't mind just having that in the same spot every day. But if I get a laptop, I probably need a good one because I need to do it for like videos. I need it for editing, for going live. You know, so it's got to have a good camera.
Right. Well, you can always get just a regular cam.
Oh, true. That's true.
Yeah. You know, and you don't have to use the computers. You can just get a cam.
That's a good point. Yeah. But it's something like.
Because actually, I think doesn't Big D have a cam?
He might. I'm not even sure what people are using, to be honest.
I just know a lot of people use their tablet and laptops.
Yeah.
But I'm like the only one that uses their phone.
Yeah. Oh, I'm using my phone right now. I have
gotcha.
A tablet, but dude, my tablet for some reason it's not recording video. Like it I think something's wrong with the program or it got like a bug or something. So I gotta like see if I can get it fixed.
Gotcha. Yeah, I like the old desktops where you could actually do that shit yourself, like defragment it.
Yeah.
Like go in and defragment it and delete every fucking thing.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure what happened because it used to work just fine. But I'm in Colorado. That's where I'm at. I'm in Colorado Springs. I love it here. But man, it's so expensive out here though. It's just
but it's a suburb of Denver, right?
Colorado Springs is no, I would say so Colorado Springs is an hour away from Denver and it's like it's a big city. It's a big city for sure. It's not congested like downtown Denver. Or it's like smaller, I guess, but it's more spread out, I think.
Spread out. Yep.
But it's still a big city. Like it's probably the second biggest city in Colorado, I'm thinking.
That's one of the places where I'd like to go visit.
Dude, it's real nice, man. Yeah, the mountains here are awesome.
How far is Pikes Peak from you?
Oh, I bet it's only like 30 minutes from here, to be honest.
Gotcha. I knew it was like southwest of Denver or something like that.
Yeah, southwest, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, there's a fucking town in Colorado, clear on the Nevada border. It's called Dinosaur. I want to go there. Just
on the Nevada border called It's a city, or what'd you say?
Yeah, it's like a town in Colorado.
Oh, okay. Oh, in Colorado, gotcha.
Yep. It's called fucking Dinosaur, though. I was like, what the fuck? It makes me wonder why they even call it that.
That's, Dinosaur.
It's straight west.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. I'm looking it up right now. It says Dinosaur is a town in Colorado. There's a population of 243 people. That's pretty funny, dude.
Yeah, I like maps. I like looking at maps. So, even on like for vacations, pull out the fucking atlas.
Yeah, what's up, Brad?
Hey, what's up, Brad?
Yeah, that's funny.
My dad and stepmom went to Estes Park, and I really want to go there. Took pictures there, and fuck, man, it looks fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can. So I got my tablet. I guess that kind of helps. But yeah, dude, Estes Park is one of the nicest cities you'll go to. like just beautiful green. You got the mountains there. You got a big old lake. And it's like a big tourist place, of course. But it's nice, man. Like if anybody who lives in Estes Park has to be rich. I'm sure of it.
Right. I'll be right back.
All right, got it. I'm trying to find like a picture of Estes Park. Let's see. I know I have like a big Instagram for it. Dang it, I don't know why it does that. For some reason, my whole Instagram doesn't load. Nope, I can't do it. Dang, I think Shane's gone for good. I think he's
What's up,
gone.
Brad? I could text him, but I'd have to open a window, and that might cause me to have an echo.
No, you're good. I'll see if he. I'll see what
He sent me the link to his merch, though.
Oh,
I
okay.
looked it up last night.
Oops. Let's see if I can like message him or something.
And his fucking hoodies aren't that fucking expensive. They're only $44.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah.
Trying to message him. I don't have his phone number or anything, but I'll see if he says anything. It's all good. Man, so do you work during the day at Walmart or like nights?
2 to 11.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
2 to 11.
Like, dude, you man,
But
you
I
go to
used to
bed
do
so
3 to
late.
midnight.
Okay.
I was all over fucking 5 to 2s, 7 to 4s, 10
Yeah.
to 7s. But now I switched positions and I'm now strictly 2 to 11.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was working 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. at my job, but dude, like people want to hear this, like I'm just gonna say it. But dude, my car got repoed like this last week, bro. So I'm like, I'm so screwed right now. I'm not like trying to vent or be all sad about it, but yeah, dude, my car got repoed. Cause dude, like everything is so expensive, dude. Like I got behind a couple of months, you know what I mean? But like working 40 hours and I picked up like a side job.
Right.
Bro, life's a bitch. Life's a bitch, but it is what it is. You know, I'm gonna still be positive about it. But
I mean, you could still get it back. You could just need to pay.
well, so what they told me, dude. So they wanted me to buy it outright. They're like, nope, you can't get it back unless you pay $15,000 up front. I'm like,
Dang.
bro, that's insane. I'm not behind on $15,000 was like my 5 or 6 year plan or whatever. But since they took it, they're like, no, we don't want to deal with you. You can buy it. Whatever, man. Like, it is what it is. I'm used to dealing with bullshit all the time. But dude, I work my butt off, man. I work my butt off as much as I can. So that's why I'm like able to do this stuff. My roommate's gone, plus like, yeah, man. Like now I'm like looking for another job close to me, so I don't have to drive an hour. Cause yeah, my work was an hour away, so I drive an hour there, drive an hour back, drive an hour back.
Dang.
Yeah, dude. But it is what it is, man. Like things will pick
I
up.
drive 20 minutes. I mean,
Okay.
most of
Yeah,
it's
that's
then I got.
Oh, you're cutting out. There you go.
I'm cutting out.
Oh, it did for a second, but you're good.
But yeah. And actually, I live in between like Des Moines and Ames.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So a little
They will
don't
be.
matter.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate it. So that's how I like to look at things, man. Is like, so okay. So I'll say this about my life is so I moved from Denver. So I moved to Denver in 2012. Then in 2020, I moved to a town called Pueblo, Colorado.
Yep.
Worked there for two and a half years. And then I just moved to Colorado Springs 2 months ago. And when I was living in Pueblo, yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can. Hold on, Luke. I'm going to take you out and then pull you back in. I don't know if that's going to help. I know his stuff was doing that last night. I'm still doing that. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that. Hey, Luke, try coming out and then coming back in. Is that cool?
That's what I was gonna do, but
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll send it to your. Does it work on your Instagram?
yes.
Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I'll send it to your Instagram real quick. But yeah, so guys, I was living in Pueblo, working there. Hold on, let's see. Oh, hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna send out that link. Hold on. I gotta figure out how to. I don't know if you guys can still hear me, but oh yeah, I could share this. Maybe. Oh wait. Oh, there he is. Yeah. I'll take a fix.
The link was still in the chat that Shane.
Gotcha. All right, so I gotta finish. Oh, my bad.
If too many people chat in the chat, that would have been gone.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because you can only scroll up so far.
Yeah. But I'll say this, guys. So yeah, I was living in Pueblo. And then so I was working for a grow, but like working for a cannabis company out there. And I ended up wrecking my car January 1st of last year. So I totaled the vehicle. Then because of that, I actually had to drive like 30, 35, 40 minutes to my job when I was working there. So I ended up losing that job. Then I started working for a reptile shop in Pueblo. It was like really close to me. It was really fun. I got a lot of experience there. But I was only, so when I got hired on, they're like, yeah, we'll give you full-time hours and we'll pay you X amount. Like the number doesn't matter, guys. But they were only giving me like 20, 22 hours a week. And I worked there for like 6 or 7 months. So I was only making like $300 a week. And my rent was like $1,100 or something.
Dang.
So yeah. And my brother ended up moving in with me for a little bit, for like a year. And so that kind of like cut the cost in half. But I ended up finding a job at Target, and I had been working there for, I think, about 7 months now. And like literally all this stuff just happened last week. But I was working there for 7 months, and I was like trying to catch up on being behind for like 6 months. And yeah, just making $300 a week doesn't cut it for anybody. So then I got this good job making like $22 an hour or something like that. But you know, so like that was good. But then I moved to Colorado Springs because one of my cars got stolen. And then with this Jeep that I just had, they took my catalytic converter, someone cracked my windshield, and all sorts of stupid stuff, man. So I moved from Pueblo to Colorado Springs, because it's just way safer out here. Pueblo is like the most crime of any city in Colorado. So don't ever move there. Yeah. But like literally everybody in my apartment complex, like either had their car broken into, There's a lot of people that had their cars stolen or stuff stolen out of it. Yeah, so just Pueblo's a horrible place. So I just kept having all these issues with crime and like, yeah, all this crap, man. So I moved to Colorado Springs, but I'm paying, yeah, I'm back to paying like $1,200 in rent plus utilities, like another $130. My phone bill's like $230, and then my car payments were $400 for insurance, and then $400 plus for the car itself every month. So that was putting me. Well, yeah, because when I totaled my vehicle, my insurance went up. So now nobody wants to insure me, basically. And then my credit score kept going down because I was like, during that 6-7 months of working at BC's, my credit score went down, even though I was like building up to be real good. But yeah, because I wasn't. Yeah, man. Life's been a bitch. But going back to that comment, it could be a blessing in disguise because like. Yeah, I just need to get away from Pueblo. So now that I've been here in Colorado Springs for 2 months, like I'm in a really good place. It's just really expensive.
I'll be right back.
No, you're good. And yeah, so I'm in a way safer spot. But man, dude, like 2021. Well, I think even 2020, 2021 was just like a bad year for everybody. But you know. Yeah, I don't really have like people to really support me. You know, I'm just like out here by myself, and you know, it's fun. It's fun. I like it. You know, but I think it's kind of closing the chapter for like the next phase in life. So yeah, it's not going to be a bad thing. And if for some reason I can't live here anymore because like I get behind on rent, which like. My roommate's gone. She's going to be gone for like maybe 2 months, she said. So it's like I know I'm going to be behind on rent this month, which really sucks. I know I'm probably not going to be able to pay like any of it. But even if she kicks me out or something, like I'll figure it out. Like it's yeah, man. Like I can't get too down about things. Because yeah, the more you worry, the more it's just like you cause stress on yourself and like Hakuna Matata, like you know.
That's why I hate money. You gotta have money, but I fucking hate it.
Yeah, bro. I like my whole life I've been sort of pretty much kind of like broke. Like when I was 14, I think it was like 14, 15. My parents called the cops on me and because they found weed and like pipes in my room and all this stuff and like.
Right.
No, then all the money that I was making at my jobs, like, you know, at 14, 15, like all that money went to court costs and court fees and like classes and like just all that stupid stuff. So it's like, you know, and then like I was just, you know, a stoner growing up. And so, you know, I'd spend all my money on weed anyways. But it sucks when you feel like you don't have any money and like you work and work and work to make money. That's like as soon as it hits your account, it's gone because you know. You got your rent, you got your phone, you got your car, you know, and I'm not trying to complain or anything, but
at Walmart, I get paid every 2 weeks.
Wait, you get paid every week where? Or what'd you say?
I used to get paid every week.
Oh, now you get paid every 2 weeks. Yeah.
But now it's every 2 weeks, and it fucking sucks.
Yeah, see, at Target, I was getting paid every week, and it was nice, you know. I would get paid like $650 every week, but
my wife worked at Walmart and I worked for my parents and I got paid every week and she got paid every 2 weeks. So we always fucking had money. You know what I mean? And now it's just like, what the fuck? And my fucking mortgage keeps on going up.
Dude, for real, bro. Yeah, even
I should have refinanced like 2 or 3 years ago, but I just sloughed it off and fucking didn't.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
When I first bought this house, my payments were $850, and now they're like $1,200.
Yeah, and it's hard to. At least out here in Colorado, it's hard to find anything under $1,000. If you're not paying $1,200, $1,500, you're living in like a pretty sketchy area. It's crazy, man. But I mean, like I would say, like an average for like a single person if you want to find like a 1-bedroom or maybe a 2-bedroom, you could probably find it for like 1,100, 1,200. But that's like, yeah, that's like probably like the minimum. Like there are places around here maybe for 900, 1,000, but like you just compared to the other prices of the apartments and houses, like you're paying low end, and it's just like you're gonna get caught in a sketchy situation at some point.
Right. When I fucking got busted for weed, I was living here in Mattard, but then I was like, fuck it, like I want my own place, so me and my wife now can live together. I fucking got a apartment down in Des Moines. Was paying
Okay.
$530 a month for a 2-bedroom.
Oh,
It was
what?
fucking, to me it was nice, but like
Yeah, dude.
the area, I mean, it was the east side Des Moines, but
Okay.
that was like my second fucking home because my dad moved around a lot on the east side of Des Moines. So it was
Yeah.
like my second fucking home. But you first glance it looks like a pretty shitty fucking neighborhood, but to me it's just the east side, like.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, $530 a month. That was 13 years ago.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, that time I remember I had well, it was only like a studio. But yeah, around like 13, 15 years ago. That's really good for, you said, like a 2-bedroom. I think I had a
Yeah.
studio for like 650 or something like that, but it was literally just like a living room, and that was and not even a living room, like a
Right.
small room, like a 12 by 12 or something, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
hey, like it was cheap. I was making money, saving money. But dude, things have gone so far through the roof now.
Then
And
my
every
mom
year,
said, go ahead.
I was gonna say every year the landlords, like everywhere, I'm sure in every state, are just raising rent every year.
Yep. Yep. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Just because of I bet you the taxes went up.
Maybe.
And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? They got to pay
Yeah.
property tax.
Well,
So
yeah,
they got to
even like
fucking raise the
yeah.
payments.
Yeah. Even like, dude, everything went up. Like even food, like
Yeah.
delivery charges went up. Like menu prices, they go up by $1 or $2 every year to like combat inflation and all this stuff. It's just ridiculous. But like the minimum wages aren't, for the most part, they're not really going up. People, like employers, aren't paying their employees more because they raise prices, or you know what I mean?
Right.
It's crazy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Man. How much the vehicle? Yeah, my vehicle is like 1,500 for a 2015 Jeep Patriot or something. But I know I could find something different. I don't know. Like I could just save up a couple thousand and buy a cheap car, but like I don't know much about cars, like I've said before. So it's like if I have one issue, I'm putting hundreds more dollars into it. If I can't fix it myself or diagnose a problem. So
Right.
I would like to get a newer vehicle, but then I'm going on payment plans, and like right now with my credit and then like the repo, like no one's giving me anything, man. Like it sucks. But yeah, I'll live, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I'm in this. I live paycheck to paycheck.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I would say most people probably do, to be honest.
Nowadays, yeah.
Yeah. Most citizens, but no new housing inflates the price. Yeah, for sure.
Later, 905.
Oh, they out? Oh, I just saw that. All right. Have a good one, man.
905.
Man, I'm not. I'm not even consider that. I'm not even joking. It's like the way that I am in life, like, or at least like where I'm at in my life. Like, I don't know anybody in Colorado. I could move anywhere in the world, and like, it wouldn't matter to me. You know what I mean? Like, as long as I could do my ball python thing, and
Right.
yeah, as long as as you know, and it would be nice to find people that are kind of like doing the same thing. You know.
Right.
Like I love Colorado. But like it wouldn't kill me to like go anywhere. Like I said, if I can focus on the ball pythons, you know, and kind of grow at my own pace and do my lives and all that stuff.
I'd definitely move in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Just because I've been here for 38 years and never moved anywhere else except for 20 miles away, you know?
Yeah. Hey Brad, if you want, I mean, like I said, it's kind of like it might be a far stretch for me, but DM me and like Instagram or something, and I'll kind of like check out. I would consider it maybe. But I think
Where he
you're
lives, I know exactly where he lives. It's fucking awesome. My
Yeah.
aunt used to live like 5 minutes from him in Glen Rock.
Oh, bro, man, you'd be saving me so much money. Hey, you can message me. I would definitely consider it. Like, and it's good because like we have like such an awesome community, man. Like that's it's awesome to know that like people go through shit all the time, you know, but then like seeing the community
Yeah.
sort of, you know, come together and you know, there's like fundraisers for people like you know, I know there's like a lot of people that, you know, battle cancer in our community or a family member and you know, people
Right.
are, you know, helping them out and yeah, I'll hit you up, Brad. I'll kind of see what's up and like kind of really.
It's fucking beautiful. It's beautiful there, but wide open, man. Wide open spaces.
Hey, what's up, man?
How's it going?
Hey.
But it is pretty cool.
Yeah, Luke knows where I'm at, so
I always forget. It's like Wyoming, is that right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Okay, gotcha.
come straight north up I-25. Make one
Gotcha.
right turn off the interstate, another right turn at the stop sign or stoplight, and then come back 5 miles. You're there.
Nice. What's the city called again?
It's
Well, he's in.
actually I'm in Evansville, but it's right outside of Casper.
Okay. See, I'm trying to remember. I don't even know if I've been to Wyoming, or at least I've never really seen much of it. But I hear it's nice.
Oh, it's
I don't know.
gorgeous. And I live out in the county. So
Okay.
I'm about 10 miles out of town. You got a nice neighborhood. It's quiet. You can shoot
Yeah,
out.
right by the fucking river.
Yeah.
You got a river? Oh man, you entice me.
No, dude, seriously. Some of the houses where he lives, all it is fucking rock throwaway, dude.
Mm.
Yeah, I can literally throw a rock and just about hit the river.
That's really awesome. Is it good fishing? Do you have good
Yes.
fishing there?
Yeah.
Yes.
North Platte River has the best trout fishing in the world.
Oh,
The
that's
Miracle
pretty
Mile
awesome.
is about 3 hours away from me. If you want to drive it, you can. It's not a big deal to get there.
Yeah.
The roads are open all year round. So I used to work for the state and the county before I retired. And for the highway departments, I used to plow all this shit.
Huh. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's not, the winters here are not that bad. My daughter wanted me to move to Minnesota, sell my place here, and move to fucking Twin Cities. I said, bullshit.
Woo! Yeah.
I ain't putting up with those winters anymore.
No, man. I almost went to school in the Twin Cities growing up, And I like the one thing that deterred me from doing it was the fact that their winters suck, man. You know, like I just would not want to deal with that. Like I grew up in Iowa, same place as Luke, and like just those winters, like when it snows, and then it sticks, and then it snows again, then it sticks, and then it gets all muddy and dirty and wet, and like.
Oh shit! I'm originally from Wisconsin, from Kenosha.
Yeah.
Where Wiss and Geo and all those guys live. I grew up in that town.
Yeah.
And I left Wisconsin back in the late 80s, came out west here, went to college down in Trinidad, Colorado. Got my degree in gunsmithing there. And shit, so I was doing that up until a couple of years ago when the gun shit went nuts and I gave up my license. I've had my license since I was 18 years old. My FFL.
Yeah.
And I gave that up a couple of years ago, and then I just retired. So.
Gotcha.
But I got good neighbors here. They drink, smoke a little bit, all that kind of stuff. So good people here.
Nice.
Everybody helps everybody here.
Yeah.
I only got 1, 2, 3, 4 neighbors, 5 maybe.
I was gonna say there's only a handful of houses where you live.
Right. So mine's on a dead end. I got off-street parking, which I take care of because I got a tractor with a bucket and a blade on it. Shit.
Nice.
Yeah. Where he is, you'll see fucking like antelope and shit. Well, I'm probably sure you'll see them down where you are too, though.
Fuck, I've had antelope walk into my gun shop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when I had the big doors open in the summertime.
Yeah.
Deer. Goddamn deer.
I love that.
Back door.
Man, I love that. It's no, for sure. Yeah, I love like that sort of scenery, being, having that nature so close to you, and like that's the life.
You can watch eagles year round here, right out the living room window to the north is the river, and the eagles fly there constantly.
God, that's it's funny cool. How so much I know about where you live, Brad.
Yeah, that's so funny. That's so funny.
Oh shit!
Because you're like it's on the north side.
Yeah.
Oh
your uncle was just down the road from me, so.
I would go shooting on the south side of the highway somewhere in between where you live, Brad, and Glen Rock.
That's all public land.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. You can shoot prairie dogs down there. Shit, I got.
Yep, that's what me and my cousin would go do.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's pretty tight.
Yeah, John, $600 a month and half the utilities. Pay your own food.
Yeah.
So.
Dang.
You got me thinking.
On it.
You got me thinking.
Well, it help you get along, and there's plenty of work around here. So.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that'd be like the biggest, obviously, like the biggest thing and stuff.
Yeah, you can always work for the state or for the county, or if you want to do that kind of stuff. Plenty of oil field work yet.
Oh yeah.
Jobs, if you know how to weld or anything.
Rancher work.
No, fuck that ranch work. You ain't gonna make shit on the goddamn ranch.
Yeah.
I knew tons of cowboys out here, and every fucking one of them was broke.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Yeah, I was all over Colorado, from south to the north, out to the west. Fuck, I used to work for the Union Pacific Railroad out here. You can do that too.
Oh.
Here in Casper, you'd work for the BNSF. So,
okay. Yeah.
There's tons of shit. Hell, I lived in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Okay.
Drove down to Denver because I was part of the Denver Service Unit. So I drive down there. I kept the second vehicle at the terminal in Cheyenne. So when I brought a train back from Denver to Cheyenne, I just hop in my car, run back to my house.
Okay.
Wait till they called, and then I'd drive over to the depot in Cheyenne, hop on a train, take it back to Denver, get my pickup, and drive back to Cheyenne.
Oh man, yeah. Sure.
That was damn near $4,500 a month.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're talking about income and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, man, that's what I need.
The railroad pays real well, and it's got real good benefits, but you will not have a life. Your life is the railroad. You never know when you're going to work or when you're coming home.
Huh.
They put you up all the time, so.
Yeah.
But shit, that was a good deal there. If I hadn't gotten married, I'd have retired from there.
Oh wow, yeah.
But I let fucking cunt get in the way, and that was the end of that shit. So, but
yeah, I'm definitely, I'm looking for something that I can make decent money and start really working towards my goals of, paying off debts and just kind of getting to the point where it would be nice to meet somebody, start a family or something. But right now I got nothing in my pocket just because the last couple of years have been rough.
That's what I'm saying. $600 a month, half the utilities. You pay your own food and personal shit.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about. It takes me 15 minutes to get to Walmart.
Yeah, nice for sure. Yep, that's like the
10 miles
exact same here.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the mall's right there too.
Yeah, it's right across the street from Walmart. So shit.
Gotcha.
There's plenty of places to work here if you want retail or fab work or whatever.
Sure.
All kinds
That's
of
nice.
shit.
Man, that would probably potentially really ease my burdens and solve a lot of problems, I'm sure. Because I haven't.
It give you a chance to get ahead a little bit,
Exactly. Yeah.
Plus, I wouldn't mind having somebody that's into reptiles just like I am. So.
Yeah. How much? What do you got going on at your house?
Well, I got 3 Gila monsters that'll be breeding after they come out of brumation. That'll be in March. February, March. And I got 1 emerald tree boa. That's my female. And I'm looking for a male for her. And then I have 1 ball python. I haven't had a ball python in 30-some years. So
okay.
I won that one from Kurtwood. So.
Oh yeah. Nice. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, man, those Gila monsters are fascinating. I would love to have one day. Yeah, I don't know too much about them. I know when I was working for the reptile shop, they had, I think, 2 of them they were selling, but they were just like little babies, but the coolest looking things, just so cool, man.
They're
so
great.
Cool.
They're great.
Yeah.
They're easy to take care of. So shit. I take mine outside in the summer and let them, roam around a little bit in the driveway. I got a big concrete driveway, so.
Okay, yeah.
I got a 30 by 50 shop.
Okay.
So I rebuilt my Subaru engine in there, 3 years ago. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We got a lot of good people around here, so.
That's pretty tight.
And the cost of living is not anywhere near Colorado. I hate it.
Oh my God. That was
Colorado.
Yeah, that was a big sort of shock. I don't know. I guess I'm sort of used to it, but it's moving to Colorado, I would always put all my money towards rent mostly, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I paid $600 for anything for a long time.
No,
long time.
Won't. Not down there.
Yeah, no, not at all.
And Denver's only it takes me 3 hours to get to Denver.
Okay.
If that. you know, just
Yeah.
short of 3 hours. So when I lived in Cheyenne, shit, it took me an hour to get to Denver.
Mm.
So, and that's why I had a 2-hour call time when I got a phone call from the railroad saying I got called out. I had 2 hours to get there. And shit, I always had a half hour, 45 minutes to spare.
Yeah. Huh.
But so that was a good deal.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Man.
Yeah, so
That is
think
pretty
about
cool.
it. Like I say, I'm looking for a roommate here. So
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess like I mean I'm sure you heard my whole situation, but yeah, freaking my car got repoed, and then like I drive an hour to work, hour home. So I was wasting so much time, and I was wasting gas money because I spend like 60, 70 bucks a week in gas. You know what I mean? That's like not going anywhere extra. I would put in $20 a day. I worked 4 days a week there. So I was putting in like 3 days at least 20 bucks, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Right.
fuck.
Have a little left over for the weekend, you know what I mean?
I moved to Wyoming the first time was back in 95, I think it was.
Okay.
Then I was able to afford a house after I started working for the railroad. So I just about paid cash for my first house in Wyoming. And then I got married. Like I say, fucked up big time there. And my ex-wife made a lot of money. She worked for the federal government. So
Oh
she
man.
said, "Don't worry about nothing. We'll have plenty of money." Well, after about 5-6 years of being married to that goofy bitch,
Yeah.
I said, "No." We moved back here from Sturgis because we lived up there for 5 years. Moved back here, bought another place, and still have my house down there. Ended up selling that, and and she was only here a year and a half, 2 years maybe, and we got divorced, and we still had the house up in Sturgis. And I told her, she said, "I suppose you want the house in Sturgis." I said, "What the fuck do I want that for?" I said, "I'm staying in Wyoming. Fuck that place."
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, man.
but
Yeah.
so I'm
I
looking
heard
for a
that.
roommate just to help out with expenses a little bit, you know. So
Yeah.
that's it. Like I say, $600 a month and half the utilities. That's it.
Yeah, can't beat that.
Oh shit,
Honestly.
no. Shit, no.
Yeah.
And like I say,
Man.
my neighbor that lives to the west of me here, he's about 100 yards away. Fuck.
Mm,
He's a good guy. All my neighbors are good people. So,
nice. Yeah, this whole week I'll be like really thinking about it. I'll probably hit you up in like Instagram or whatever just to, you know, maybe have some conversations outside of this, but
yeah, sure.
I appreciate the offer, man. I really do. Cause like no one else is giving me that. Plus like, you know, my whole plan would to be just to find something else in Colorado. And like, I'm not going to find like $1,000 is like kind of on the cheap end of like finding a place even, you know what I mean? It's like, it's tough. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let me unplug the laptop here and I'll take a walk you around the house real quick.
Oh, nice.
I'll show you downstairs. I'm gonna move my bedroom. Yeah, I'm gonna move my bedroom back downstairs anyways, but
yeah.
But this is it. Downstairs is all finished. Got 2 fireplaces.
Nice.
There's laundry down here. I'll move my bedroom back down here again. But, and I got 1 3/4 baths. Like I say, there's laundry here.
Yeah.
And I just had a new boiler put in a few years ago. So this is the 1 bathroom down here.
Yeah.
I'll show you the upstairs real quick. But I got my reptiles down here.
Nice.
My boa,
That's cool.
she's in the bottom of her cage right now.
Yeah, I think I see a little bit of her. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I got Gila monsters in those other cages, and the ball python is there.
Okay.
He's out roaming around.
Nice. Hello, little dude.
Yeah. And I got walkout doors down here. Oh,
That's cool.
and there's a deck. There's the upstairs bathroom.
Gotcha.
This is the room I'm in right now, but that's the room I'll have for rent, the big one.
Oh, okay.
I got two smaller ones here. One I use for an office. And see if I can get a light on here. There's the living room. Got walkout doors there on the deck.
Okay.
Like I say, it's a big house.
Nice, dude.
Another fireplace over there. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see down to the barn. Like I said, I got 2.5 acres here, so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty tight.
Big kitchen. New stove.
Hell yeah.
What? Got a 2-car attached garage. That's my shop over there.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
What?
I'm curious, how's the sky at night? Like, no light pollution, I'm guessing, right?
No, none.
That's pretty tight.
I'll turn off all the lights in the shop. You can see forever.
Nice. Yeah, I just love being outside, being in nature, being in like a place where it's not all congested. Like when I lived in Denver, I mean, I liked living in Lakewood. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Lakewood. It's just a suburb of Denver. It was nice, but still, even like there's so many people, like traffic, bumper after bumper still, like
Yeah.
yeah. And then you can never see the sky or the stars because just of all the city lights and
Those 2 lights right down there that you can barely see. That's where the river is.
oh, really? Wow.
Yep.
That's cool.
That road from Glen Rock that Luke was talking about.
Yeah.
Right up there.
Hmm.
Where those 2 lights are.
Oh, okay.
So, and there's one house up there, but they're in bed.
Yeah.
And I got 2 houses down the road from me there. And one neighbor lives down the hill right there. So,
Not too bad.
no, it's nice. Like I said, I got plenty of parking.
Thank you so much for showing me all that.
Oh, sure. Sure.
Let's see if I can. I gotta remember how to do this. Dope.
Here's one of the other spare rooms.
Oh, okay.
And like I say, you can see the river from the living room window here. And you can watch eagles all the time. The deer are right down below the house here. Well, they come up
Okay.
to deer and antelope, coyotes, shit.
That's pretty tight. I love that stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's a nice place. I like it.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
It's one of the fireplaces. This is the one in the basement.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. There's my emerald crawling up the side there.
Yeah. I'm curious.
Yeah.
So, do you have like an incubator or anything like that?
I do have a styrofoam incubator,
Oh, gotcha.
but what I'm going to do is take and build one.
Yeah.
Do those actually work for snake eggs?
Oh, hell yes.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, they do.
Because they're
So I
only
have
a few, like $100 or a couple $100.
Yeah, they're about $200 for a styrofoam one,
Oh, okay.
but you can get, like I say, shit, you can go all over the place as far as that stuff goes.
Right.
So I've got a like a 50 bottle wine cooler with like it's like a front opening door and all this glass window and shit. But I bought that off of somebody for $100. I've been wanting to convert that to an incubator so bad. Right now, I'm not pairing anything until I get that all set up, because I know I'd give myself some time, but if for some reason I didn't have it all set up, like I just want to be
Yeah, you were
prepared for
talking
it.
about that last night.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty cool though.
Yeah, it would last me for a while until I get a decent collection, but because I only have 2 breeder females right now, so I would at most have 2 clutches now, or within a couple months, and then
Right.
I would need more breeder females. So that would be me going out of my way to buy some breeder females to kind of keep more clutches. But yeah, I'm still small. I'm kind of small still. So.
And there's a big breeder up in Billings, Montana.
Oh, okay.
He's a YouTuber also. I forget his name because I'm not into the ballpark.
Is it mixology?
Yes.
Morphology. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I can't remember his name now.
He's north of me about it's about 3 hours, I think, to Billings.
Mm.
So
Well, then you got Gage in
Where's he
Reno.
at?
Reno.
Okay.
Yeah, Gage is in Reno. Ball Python. David is in Reno.
I think
Yeah. Ball Python Love.
Eden.
Geo. Yeah.
I think he's from around there too, I do believe.
Damn, we still got Blakers up in here. Jason, is that Morph Mixology? Or
Jason,
maybe.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to keep up with everybody because you got like 100, 200 breeders that you could be following. And it's like, dude, I'll still see the same people in the chats, and like sometimes I'll just forget their name. Like I'll like see them every week for like months, and I just will not learn their name. It's kind of bad.
Everybody's name now, but I've been around doing this shit for 4 years.
Yeah.
Now.
Well, let's see. I've been on the internet now for probably just about 4 years.
Well, I'm just talking about the reptile community in general.
Yeah. Well, before when I lived in Fort Collins and that, I used to belong to the Denver Herpetological Society.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're still on, Cal. We're kind of talking about my life situation and Brad looking for a roommate and all the crap that I've been dealing with lately. I don't know if you caught it. I kind of try to keep it on the down though, because I'm not trying to be like negative about anything. Like, what? I mean, it's like I don't want to go and I guess they put my dirty laundry in everybody's face. I don't know if you want to call it dirty laundry, but just the BS I've been dealing with. So, yeah. Brad was mentioning he's got a room in Wyoming if I need a place to live, and which I think is awesome because just going through a lot of stuff lately. That's all right.
It's 182 miles from my place to the state line, Colorado.
Okay, gotcha.
And then you hit Wellington, then you hit Fort Collins, Loveland.
Yeah,
all them places down there, all suburbs north of Denver and in Denver. So
yeah.
Like I was telling AJ from FNA that when I got my ASFs a couple of years back, I had to drive to Denver to get those.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, because you don't really. I don't know. I guess you're not feeding a ton of snakes. So are you buying rats and things like that, or?
Yeah, I feed everything from the farm.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So what I don't raise, I buy from usually Rodent Pro.
Yep. Sure.
I've been buying from them for years. So shit.
Yeah.
Years ago, when I lived in Fort Collins and Cheyenne, I used to supply half the pet shops in the northern suburbs there with rodents.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was raising rats and mice like crazy. Yeah, shit. I'd make a run down to, when I lived in Fort Collins, I had tons of rats and mice, and I was selling them to all the places around there.
Okay. So you're not doing that anymore? Do you still have equipment for it, or?
I've still got some of my equipment yet.
Okay.
I'd like to get back into it, especially rats. Not so much mice, but rats.
Hey, if I move out there, I'll help you out or do it or something. It's like, I mean, I only got 17 ball pythons right now, but it's like just to buy them at the store is so expensive.
Oh,
like it's ridiculous.
Half the time you can't get them.
Yeah.
So unless you raise your own, which I do.
Yeah.
So I raise my own ASFs, but I got to get some new colonies. But I think I'm just going to let the ASFs go and not do those anymore. Just freeze the rest I got.
Yeah.
And go back to just doing the Norwegians.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would love to breed my own rats, but like I live in a nice house with like a lady who's in the Air Force, so everything's got to be clean, nothing can smell. I just like she's got like a snake and a bearded dragon, but she's not breeding anything, and
Right.
so she can afford $5-10 a week on food for her animals. But if I go to the reptile shop, I think I'm paying to feed everything properly with the proper sizes. I bet you I'm spending like 50, probably like $60, maybe 50, $60. That's ridiculous. Well, so I know I can get at this new place, I can get, if I buy 10 10 weaned or whatever crawlers, whatever they want to call them, that costs me $45, but I get like a free one. So I have to pay like what, $90 to, I mean, not fully $90. I have a couple left over, but I don't know, at like probably $3.50, $4 a freaking weaned. Like, that's too much, man.
Yeah, see, all I want to do is raise rats to keep my freezer full.
Sure, yeah.
Because I hate buying frozen thawed when I can raise them a whole lot cheaper.
Yeah, man. If I come out there, man, I'll definitely help you out or try to do it myself or whatever, man.
Hell yeah. Like I say, I got the room. I got a 30 by 50 shop there. So, and I keep my rats out there in the shop, and they do fine throughout the winter.
Sure.
So,
yeah.
My stinking ASF's even breed in the winter time out there.
Okay. Yeah, I actually haven't dealt with ASFs. I was looking for some, I don't know, sometime last year, and I just can't find them. Every now and then I'll find them, but
find them all over Denver.
I'm sure there are somewhere. Yeah,
there's plenty of them in Denver. Fort Collins, I don't know if there's anybody still breeding them there. There was, but stuff is pretty easy to find.
Yeah.
But
all right, guys, I'm gonna let you go.
No worries, let's we can all call it a night. Like, it's getting pretty late here too, but because I don't have too much else to talk about, to be honest. But I appreciate you guys coming on. Brad, thank you for the offer. I'll keep in touch for sure.
Yeah, I'll give you my phone number on Instagram.
Gotcha, for sure. Yeah, because I definitely, it's only the smart thing to consider too, and plus having a friend in the community, like, it makes it easier when you're trying to do your own reptile stuff, and
Right.
there's so many landlords that won't even take in reptiles, or they want you having half the people don't even want you to have a cat or a dog or anything. You know what I mean? So it's like people look down.
I don't have a dog, but my one neighbor, and I've got a cat, but he stays outside, so he's got his own place.
I got nothing but reptiles. I got like a snake rack, and then I got like a baby Savannah monitor. That's it.
Oh hell. Yeah, shit.
But yeah, man. You guys have a good night. And if anything, I'll see you guys tomorrow or something.
Yeah.
I'll get on IG before I get off the computer and give you my phone number and that. Give me a holler.
Sure, no worries. And thank you to everybody. I know there's only like 3 people showing up on my chat, but some people have been sticking with us, like Blakers and I think 905 went to bed. Live feed ASMR. I'm not sure if Kel's still on here. But everybody, thank you so much. But I'm going to end it. You guys have a good night.
Okay, take care.
Later.